Generic Demon, and this is What's on a Tape, Season 6, Volume 11. Yes, we've passed 10, and I did say we were going to continue, and it's another big one. So everybody who said sort of they wanted to shout out, I'll remember to put that in later for you guys. I think Dave Plays Retrogames Badly was one of those people, but there's a few others that I want to give a few mentions to. Thank you for watching. Right, okay, so this week's tape. Now, I've dug through a pile. I had to dig through a pile. I was looking for the big ones, to be honest with you. So this is another C90. This is a Sony C90, and what we got on the front there is it says we've got Spy Hunter, Robin of the Wood, Paradroid, Hacker, Gyroscope, Hypersports, Enigma Force, Quake -1. I'm not sure what that is. Crystal Castle, Rainbow Walker, don't know what that is. Track and Field, Park Patrol, and Mr. Do's Castle. I know what most of those are. Mr. Do's I don't know how good it is though on the Spectrum. It's an epic arcade game that we played in the 20p arcade challenge. It's well worth having a look at actually. Great game. So we got that. What I really liked about this is it's nice and purple. Look at that. How lovely and purple is that? And I really like the cassette as well. I took the cassette out earlier and I was like, wow, I like that because it's see-through and it's like microfine uniaxle or whatever that is, a uniaxle. It's kind of a Streets of Rage thing, maybe. I don't know, but I think. I don't know. Oh, the tabs are there, but they give you space for you putting your fingers in. That's quite interesting. So they give you a little bit extra space for putting your tapes in. So we've got side A and we've got side B. We're gonna have to start with side B, it looks like, because I'm already wound on side B, so it'll have to be side B. I'll just have a little look at the paperwork actually, see if there's anything else that's actually in here. Let's have a little look, see if there's anything there. Where was it made? Let's have a little look, see where it was made. Oh, something to do with Canada at the bottom. If the contents of this package should prove defective by reason of improper workmanship or material, the same will be replaced, except to the extent of forbidding laws, no warranties, blah 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 blah, merchantable, blah 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 blah. Something about Canada at the bottom there. I don't think it will be made in Canada. I would have thought it's Sony, so it's going to be made in Japan, I would have thought. I also like the fact that it gives you the length of the tape. I've never seen that before. 135 metres. That, you can imagine, 135 metres. So, make sure you get a coffee. It's a coffee thing. I'm going to show you my mug that I'm going to use today as well. This is my, this is a 50p purchase from a charity shop. Don't pay full price. Just go to a charity shop and get yourself a nice mug. And I got myself a nice Marvel one. That's the Hulk, one of my faves. It's actually quite some quite good comics that it's actually got on the front of there that I put on. I think I might even have that Captain America actually, to be fair. So yeah, get yourself a cup of coffee, and we're gonna, without messing around any further, I'm gonna put that in a tape drive. Okay, right, we're in front of the Spectrum, so we'll go to our old favourite. We'll go with load dit, so that was basic. Load dit, load speech marks. Okay, so this should be side B. This should be Enigma Force. I've not played Enigma Force. I don't think I know what Enigma Force is. Do you know, I have a very vague recollection of well, that's not a good start. Don't start with that already. Let's just get straight into it, and we'll load. A vague recollection of the cover. I'm sure of it. I think it had like the Enigma Force sort of semi upright kind of angle on the sort of. I think they did. I think it was kind of an upper little angle, sort of three-dimensional, sort of arcing towards the top, and that's what we had. That's not a very good start. You don't want to do that to me, because I want to try it. Hang on a second. Okay, we'll get the sensei at it. So what we'll do is we'll put the tape into the sensei. We'll use my mono to stereo output. And then we'll use the tape adapter for a. Good God, what a palaver! Lots of things, but okay, I'm not going to be defeated at this early stage. We're not having a repeat of the other week. Was it the other week that I had a little bit of a? We had a little bit of a time getting it working. Let's get the sensei at it. What a lovely little tape drive this is. I love this sensei. It's great. Works a treat. Okay, so that's nicely firmly in there. That's playing. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it. I think it's a space game. I think. There's a little bit of voice there, I think. I don't like that. Doesn't like that. Doesn't like that at all. Let's turn the volume up just a touch. Maybe a bit too loud. Definitely think there's a bit of voice there. Right, a bit loud maybe for it. One more try, and then we're going to go straight to the PlayZX. And we'll go straight to that. I'll have a little search while it's doing that. There's a little bit of voice there, I'm sure of it. Nah, it's not having that one. That's not a good start, is it? You'd think with a quality Sony tape that we'd be straight in there, wouldn't you? You'd think that the Sony tape would have been a one to survive. However, like most of these tapes, they're kind of left halfway through, so you can't really tell what kind of state they're going to be in, to be honest with you. And they also sit in attics for long times, and sort of all these kind of things occur as part of the whole process. So this is definitely going to be a long one. So I hope you've got a beverage of your choice. I have now got my Marvel cup full of coffee. Coffee. Enigma Force. I can't even spell it. Would be help. Enigma Force. Beyond Software. Yeah, I think... Oh, do I... Oh, God. This is going to be embarrassing. I think I actually own it. Hang on, let me just push the play button on this while this is going. I don't think I've loaded it, but I think I might actually own it. I think my head on my thing might need adjusted again. Yeah, Enigma. Right, okay, I think I've got this. Just hold a second, you stay there. It wasn't what I was thinking of. I definitely own this. Right, it's a game called Enigma Force by Beyond. And they used to do these lovely cardboard boxes. Now, I've got one here. Can I open it without destroying it? I don't think I've ever opened this one. I got it in a job lot with a whole bunch of other Spectrum games. Oh, it's a beautiful... The boxes are stunning. Really are. I must do some individual videos on this. Anyway, oh, God. Oh, my God. Inside, it's like pristine. It's like never been opened. So, by Denton Designs, yeah. Beyond. So, what have I got inside? I've got this thing about animated play screen. Oh my goodness! It shows you exactly what needs to be done. It's got a screen. It's got opening cars, opening doors, icons. Oops, movement. Whatever else it is. It's a little card that you kind of sit up underneath your screen. So you know what's what. Wow. There seems to be some characters called Maul, Servinia, Zack, and Silk with double Y. Let's have a look at the instructions. I just say I've never opened this. Is the tape actually rewound? Out of interest. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. Of course it wouldn't be. Never gonna be rewound. Why did nobody rewind tapes? Were you one of those people who never rewound tapes back in the day? You know, I know people. If you've seen some of my videos, I've got like stacks of things piled up, but everything's rewound. I promise you, it's all rewound. Oh, there's a lovely manual that comes with it, telling you about people. Some are great battle leaders with cybernetic arms, and some are generals, and some are slow-moving but devastating armaments, and mistress of mayhem, markswoman, mission briefing. That's mission briefing. What kind of game is it? It's a new kind of action-adventure game. It's an action-adventure game. Objective of the game is to race against the time to locate Zoth. He's the bad guy. He's General Zoth. Like General Zod, but probably not as... Probably meaner, actually, looking at him. He's definitely meaner than General Zod. You don't know who General Zod is. He's kind of like... Is he Superman's arch rival kind of thing? Sort of, isn't he? Not quite Darkseid. Oh dear. Geeking out again. Right, where are we? Yes. Mission takes place after the Shadowfire mission. Oh, so there was another one? Was Shadowfire another game by them? Either way, it looks fantastic. And I don't know what that's running on the other one there. There's a picture of it on the back here, and it's all in full glorious colours. Now, did this come out on the PC? Was this out on the Commodore 64? I suspect it was, by the looks of the graphics. Don't doubt it hit the Amstrad, to be honest with you. That's really nice, that, actually. Everything, all the cardboard's like It's like nobody ever played this game, apart from the fact that it's obviously been loaded once. The box and the interior is just amazing. Wow. I don't think the damage only occurred because it was left in an attic for a while. Amazing. Yeah, as I say, job lot. It was job lot of Beyond games, and I just like the boxes for the Beyond games, and I've got Cytron and a couple of other games actually up there that I got as part of that job lot. There was 4 of them. One was a duplicate, but I can't bring myself to give away the duplicate because it looks nice. It looks pretty on my shelf. I'm sorry, it does look pretty on my shelf. I like pretty. So there we go. That's cool. Yeah. So they're on the front cover anyway, and it says Enigma Force, and they're shooting guns in all different directions. There's like a robot behind the sort of spherical being sort of behind. Denton Designs. Just looking around the box to see if there's anything else. No, nothing more exciting. 1985 is the date that's on this one. 1985. Oh, it's on the screen. Excellent. It's completely wrong there with what it was. Never played it before. Completely wrong with what we were gonna get in the first place. So we can't. I think that must be us and the. No. Don't R-tape error now. Oh, we got so far through it. Oh my goodness. I've probably got a message in between, to be honest with you. That's what it'll have been. Can I run it? No, probably. It'll crash now, I would think. Right, let's try. Oh, maybe it just came to the end of the tape. It came to the end of the tape and then just R-taped errors. Hey, we've got the original there. Let's just get it. Let's just get that out. Let's go for it. Let's get the original one down. We might as well. I've just put that away. Move the chair in. Let's get this out. Gently open the box because they're very fragile. They were very fragile boxes, to be honest with you. Lovely inlays, though. It's kind of. They went to the effort of making like little striped inlays and everything. It's just so nicely done and put together. It just. What a great deal of effort went into making these. Can these get in back in the day? I'm just rewinding it now. This might be on the list to do whatever else it is. Okay, but bad start though. Bad start in that way. Just rewinding it at the beginning of the tape. Could have probably played it from the other side, to be honest with you, but anyway. At this point, might as well. Okay, right, down to load the dip. Let's go for it and push the button. Quick sip of coffee before it goes too cold. Oh. So I was a little bit of a topic of conversation that came up from my sore thumbs video, which I think without doubt it's fair comment. That's not a good start. Come on. It has never been played probably since it's last been played, which was probably 30 plus years ago. Topic of conversation that kind of came from in the comments about it was that what point is something retro? And I kind of discussed this with in the comments there, and they're probably right by saying that it kind of isn't retro at PlayStation 2 and sort of Xbox Series size age. I think PlayStation 1 is because it was pre sort of 2000, wasn't it? Was it 1999? It wasn't. It was 1990. I can't remember the date. It was 90 something anyway, wasn't it? I feel like it was 97. Was it PlayStation 1? Anyway, either way, it was kind of that they're kind of pre that kind of thing, because you've got to this stage now where a lot of the sort of games and the bits and pieces. I'm going to rewind it, by the way, on the other side now, as it's not working. We may actually end this being a sort of another one we pick up another time. That's a bit of a shame actually, because it looked really interesting. So we'll rewind that. But yeah, sort of that sort of 2000 watershed, maybe even 97 itself. The those kind of systems are retro, because they were still sort of, I guess, cutting edge. They weren't PCs, because the PCs were running their own sort of course in the 90s, and they were still, I guess, pushing the boundaries of things, because I mean the PlayStation 1 was revolutionary when it came out. I mean the PC was getting there with its Voodoo card range, but it was kind of, the PlayStation 1 was absolutely, you know, smashing it with its technology at that point in time. This isn't going to load. You're not going to load, are you? We'll try the cheat. We'll try the sensei to whatever cheat and see whether we can turn the volume up or something like that. This is probably my legendary creature, the Azimuth, is probably playing up again. We may actually have to give it a clean as well, tape drive. I suspect that might be a factor as well. But yeah, whether or not those kind of systems were there. So was the PlayStation 2 as a retro console? Although it came out in 2000, thus making it 20 years old, and by definition, vintage is anything that's 20 years old. It kind of, I guess, the fact that the games were later, it probably isn't vintage. That's very loud. Oh, better. That's very loud for it. I can hear all of the background noise on it, but at least it's loading it. I definitely think that the head's needs shifted again. I think sometimes swapping this tape thing that's into it in and out may be a factor actually, in the way that it's. I guess it must be pushing it up and down the head. Maybe the old Azimuth getting sort of knocked, possibly. Don't know. It got me thinking about that as well. You know, about the fact that whether it's vintage or not, and although they're old, they can't. You know, technically the PlayStation 2 would be vintage at 20 years old. Whether it's retro, that's a big question. Whether or not it's actually there. I think you can probably say anything pre-2000 is retro. Pre-2000, so not including 2000 itself, and anything after it is still kind of in the current, because you can still those 20-year-old games are still there, I guess, to buy for the PC. I think to some extent. I picked up. I've got on order Sid Meier's Pirates. For the Xbox, but of course that is available on the PC. The 2004 version of it is definitely available still, and current. I mean, the Xbox itself, you can mod with I think it's a Linux script that you can do it, and you can soft mod it so it runs another Linux operating system on top of it, and still runs the Xbox games. So you can kind of load whatever else is. So it's a full-on operating system. Yeah, you can mod older retro devices. You can mod, you know, your 8-bit devices as well. You know, we can talk about Everdrives and the Div MC and things like that, and what's that one called? The SEC ID, I think it is, for the Commodore 64. I mean, and then you've got the Zaxxon drives, you know, the USB things, and the Gotek drives, which are USB mods for those devices. So you can modernise them, I guess, to some extent. And to be fair, some of my devices I've modernised. However, I always, if I can leave it so that I can return it to the original, it's always there. The only ones that really you don't need to do anything with is if you've got the old 48K Spectrums, and those composite mods are just a lifesaver. Realistically, you'll be able to put a sort of yellow cable in the back straight into the telly without having to go through the actual RF and searching for it. I mean, to be fair, I'm quite surprised televisions haven't done with, you know, got rid of at this point the whole analog version of it. But I guess they must be selling to places in the world that are still using analog, I guess. We've seen this loading screen a few times. Oh, sorry, coffee. Oh, God, I love coffee. I do like coffee a lot. It's nice. So, I don't know. What's your thoughts? I mean, where does retro start, and where does modern begin? Where is it too modern, if that makes sense? I think PlayStation 1 is probably retro. These are still currently in the one thing in a PlayStation 2 and Xbox are still in the know. I mean, what else was released around that time though? But you're really in a PC time, aren't you? It's a PC generation at that point. PC generation and those two consoles. Was the Dreamcast still around? It was, wasn't it? So you got the Dreamcast in there. Is that? That was 1999. Does that one class as retro? That's an interesting question. Does Dreamcast count as retro? Because it was, I think, the year before the PlayStation 2. That's a thought. Anyway, Denton Designs. Yeah, I would pick a large tape this time round just to make doubly sure it was going to go wrong. I don't know what Quake 1 is, which is the game afterwards. Then we've got Crystal Castles. I'm hoping that once we fast forward through a bit, because this tape was left kind at the beginning, sort of a little bit through on the beginning, so I'm hoping that that's the entire reason for it not working at that point. So I'm hoping once we fast forward through a bit, you find that the tape kind of, I don't know whether it stretches out or whether or not it's set correctly at that point. Well, we'll hopefully that'll be the case. Oh, cool. We have music and everything. I don't know what the keys are, but I will have a little look and see what I got the keys, because I've got everything here today, so we can have a little look at this one. We'll get the keys and everything. Right. Pop that down here. Let's have a look at keys for keyboard. The keys, page 4. I'm on page 4 already. That's 3. What's page 4? 3, 4. Aha! You will be using the keyboard to control and find table functions. I don't know what the keyboard things are. If you were using the keyboard to control the game, you will find a table of the keyboard functions to help you aid you play. Will I? Or where's the table? I'm looking for a table of the keyboard functions in the manual. I don't see a table of the keyboard functions. That's weird. Oh, is it here? Aha! It's here. The table of keyboard functions is on this other little inlay that's there. So we have top row is to enter commands. Sorry, no. Top row is up. So let's press 0. Let's just go for it. Let's find out what happens. Orbit decaying rapidly. Helm still responding. Predict destruction on impact. Zoff has launched something or other. I missed that. Atmosphere penetrated. Crash landing imminent. Priority communication from Imperial Command. Locate and neutralize Zoff. Okay, we'll be neutralizing him. RAM parity ever. Support systems failing. Support systems failing. Evacuate. Ship. Evacuate. Ship. Evacuate. Ship. We're evacuating the ship, I guess. Okay, right. Oh, look, there's a little gang all together. Let's see what we can do now. So, aha, there's my cursor moving. There, oh, look at this! It's a massive long menu system. Oh no, it's not. It's just scrolls. I thought it was huge for a minute there. Right. Okay, let's choose a character. Let's choose. I like him. He looks cool. Enter. 0. Top key. I want you to go left, left. Oh, right. Look at he give him instructions to do whatever else it is. So do I... Ah, look. I want you to go left. Oh, look at this. He's going through that door. What an interesting concept this is. So that's move one room, basically. So if I tell him to go again, he'll go where that other guy is. We select her and we go left, left. select him, and go left, left. This kind of reminds me of these, you know, those sort of early action adventure type things. I like the way it changes colours as well to represent the person that's there. So when you're her, for instance, it's that colour, and when you're him, it's that colour. That's kind of cool. Okay, open door. That's obviously save. No move there. Oops. Pick up. Patrol defeated. What's this one here? I don't know what that one is. There's a load of commands though. Wow. It's not what I expected at all in any way, shape or form. You know when you kind of get a game and you're not sure what it's going to be. Oh, it's push a button. It's push a button, that one. It's a thumb. Oops. What's the brain? Oh look, I'm activating something. Let's choose the guy in the green. Oh look, I can manually manage them. I'm manually driving her now. I'm like possessed her. Oh sweet. So I can like take control of the game. Look at that, and then I can use my attack button like that. Look at that. I've got a breast that shoots. Look. It's like a fembot, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. It's a gun. Sorry, I thought for a minute there that there was something else. Just for a second there, it looked like she was shooting from something else. Enemy forces are attacking. Yes, let's shoot them all. Little stormtroopery things going on. It's kind of cool. I could see me getting into this. Retreat, no ammunition. I'm running. Enemy forces. Oh, that's my own people in there. Right, let's choose. How do I unbrain? I don't know how I unbrain. No, that's quite interesting. What do you think? I think that's quite interesting. I think I quite like the look of that one. I didn't expect. I wasn't sure what to expect with that, but that looks quite interesting. I like the sort of stormtrooper kind of guy going on up top there. Everything was Star Wars related, wasn't it? Had a little debate recently about Star Wars, about rating them and where you put them all and how you find the new ones. I still find the prequels worse than the newest ones, and I know I say that kind of through gritted teeth. I'm not a massive fan because I think the story's a bit. Ugh. Whereas I think the prequels at least had a story, or at least a direction they were going in, which kind of. But I just don't like them. Nobody likes the Phantom Menace, do they? Can't like the Phantom Menace. Yeah, and the Rise of Skywalker I wasn't sure about at all, and don't want to spoil it for anybody, but no, I wasn't massively happy about that. It's appearing on Disney Plus on the 4th of May, because of course it's May the 4th, like May the 4th be with you. Get it? Yeah. So it's appearing on there, so we'll be, you know, everybody will be getting it if they haven't already got it at that point. So I don't know. It just not sure about that one. I do rate Rogue One though, because it was based on the original crawl for the New Hope. It's the crawl runs past, and there's a thing about many spies have died to secure the information. And I actually think they didn't do a bad job of Rogue One in that sense, and I think it was quite Star Warsy. It smelt and tasted of Star Wars for me. Characters are certainly more lovable, I think, than the new trilogy. The final parts. I still don't know what Finn was on about in the last movie. If you watched it, you know exactly what I mean. He keeps going on and on and on about something to Rey and never says what actually it is. Never. I've rewatched it since then as well, because I got the Blu-ray, and he still doesn't say what it is in the Blu-ray either. It's annoying. It feels like it was a setup for another spin-off movie, you know. Finn's movie or something similar. It's gotta be. We've got to be close now. I've only fast forwarded a little bit. Come on. I feel like I've gone a long way here.
I'm going to rewind a little bit. I'm usually quite good about getting these straight away. You know, finding the little gaps in it. Not finding it today. Not having the love with this Sony tape. It's because purple, isn't it? I quite like the colour of it though. I thought it was quite nice. Not that that should actually influence whether or not it actually works or not. Whether there's this thing. It's not going well. Hey! No. Rewind. That was... We were very close. I could feel it. Come on. Typical, though. It's not having it. There was a little bit of voice at the beginning of this one, which is quite interesting as well. It was a wee bit of human interaction. Come on. You just don't want to play with me today, do you? You're not a happy bunny. You're not a happy bunny. It's because I've gone past my 10th episode and not had a break. That's what it is. Spectrum's like, I want to rest. I'm tired. Well, you're just gonna have to work. That's what you're gonna have to do. Keep on working. Right. Okay. Let's do the sensei cheat. Let's see if this works any better. It's so weird that the sensei is so much better for this. He says, as it promptly doesn't do what it's meant to do. I don't know what Quake will be, though. Quake-1 is what confuses me about it. I mean, what's Quake-1 all about? This isn't a very good tape, I can tell. No, it's not a good tape. I'm going to turn up the volume a bit. See if that helps in any way. It's just not a good tape. Right, well I'm gonna have to do a little search on PlayZX for Quake. I don't know what Quake is, to be honest with you. Crystal Castles, I do know what Crystal Castles is, which comes after this. Crystal Castles is very much a game that I actually bought. It's based on, I think there's an arcade game, isn't there? Is it the same name? I don't know whether it's the same name or not. By Atari. And you know what? For years, and it wasn't until recently, I realised that the first level says Atari, and the way the level stacks up. It's an isometric view. It's kind of imagine Pac-Man with a bear. If I'm right, yes, that's right. Pac-Man with a bear. The bear goes around collecting these things, and there's other creatures in there. And I hadn't realised this sort of isometric view that the things that were stuck up, it actually said Atari. I hadn't realised that. I'm going to look for something that says Quake hash. And well, that's a good start. I have searched for the word Quake, and there is not a single thing appeared. Quackshot, Quakers, Qbert, Quick Draw McGraw, Quincy, and no Quake. Marvellous. Marvellous. Great choice. Great start. Okay, let's move on. I have no idea what this Quake-1. Anybody heard of something called Quake-1? Can they think of any Quake style Quake games? I can only think of Starquake, but that's not Quake, is it? You're not going to call it Quake. You're going to call it something else, aren't you? So it's not going to be Quake. It's going to be something. This is not such a. I had high hopes for this one because it's such a great looking tape, nice and clean and everything. And we're having a bit of a disaster with it. That's the beauty of what's on the tape, though. You got to go take the rough with the smooth. Rough with the smooth. It wasn't even going from the other tape, was it? It wasn't not having it. Badly recorded. Oh, come on. Okay. Skip it on. Oh, we've got space. So this should be, in theory, Crystal Castle. And Crystal Castle's about the bear, with the bear in it. I remember the bear. Remember Pac-Man. I don't think I ever played. I only played Super Pac-Man in the arcade. That was the only Pac-Man I actually played. Never played Miss Pac-Man, which apparently is a much far superior version of the whole thing. Oh God, I'm not getting any luck with this. This tape is just not having it. Right. Quick clean. We'll give it a quick clean. We'll clean that drive and we'll give it a try. It's just not a good tape, this one. Not a single thing is loaded off it. We know there's data there, but we're not getting to it. We're not getting through that data. Yeah, but as I say, Super Pac-Man, I definitely played that. I mean, I put it on a video recently, but yeah, I used to play that at a place called Woburn Abbey, and I used to play it there, and it was fun. I enjoyed it as a kid. That and the monkeys, because it was a safari park, so I used to have monkeys. My granny was terrible though. We used to go to the safari park, and it's like, don't feed the monkeys. You'd be like hoying peanuts out the bloody window of the car. Every time we got to the exit, you had a whole troop of monkeys sitting on top of the roof and the bonnet and the back, and you go and get them off while they tear your windscreen wipers apart, the kind of thing. Oh. Here, monkey, yeah. Oh, brilliant. Oh, God. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I'm sure a lot of people used to do that too, actually. Hey! Oh, so we seem to have... Oh, hang on. I have no idea. We're completely lost. Where are we at now? Hypersports? Oh, we got Hypersports. We had... This is meant to be Rainbow Walker and something else. Oh, I'll take it. Hypersports. Now, this is an arcade conversion. I'm hoping that's loading. It just looks a bit black there at the moment. We'll give it a second. So that's not... Hypersports... Is Hypersports track and field? Could be, couldn't it? So have I missed a whole bunch of things here? I could have missed a whole bunch of things. Crystal Castle's been gone past. Rainbow Walker we've gone past. We're not having, as I say, not having a good time. I may have to do a special section at the end of this if this tape's going to go this badly. That's definitely not working, is it? Give it another try. Let's reset the spectrum while that's doing that. Right, okay. Okay, we've rewound that a bit. Loaded it. Probably gone a bit too far there. Just a little bit too far. Whenever we wound that there. Just give it a little bit further on. Hypersports was a Konami game which had a number of sports events, sort of mini-game sports events. They don't. I think I'm wrong in saying they're not popular nowadays. They are, but they aren't. These mini games have now become, I would call, casual games on mobiles. Become that quick kind of game that you can play. Do this, that, and the other, or a bit of golf or something similar. Like, it's just those really kind of quick games. Okay, here we go. No, it's not. No, it's not having it. It's not having it. One more. After all that, it doesn't work. Right, I think I'm going to take a quick break here for a second while I actually give the old Tolkien-esque Azimuth for quick tweak. Twist his tail or something similar, and we'll move his screw around a little bit, and hopefully I can get a little bit better sort of playback on this. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, I've given the Azimuth a quick twist. So hopefully we'll load it. It's going to load. It seemed to be slightly better. I give it a little twist. I think it shifts down. I'm actually going to blame the swapping in and out of the sort of tape adapter, because the tape adapter sits a bit lower, and I think maybe pulling it down and sort of sitting it down causes problems. I suspect that you're kind of knocking it as you're taking it down, and it doesn't fit squarely. Oh, we'll blame that on that anyway. That's why the Azimuth goes. I guess they move anyway. Anything that's naturally going to move is going to move downwards. There we go. And there we crash. Oh, the things I do. Right. Okay. Let's try. Well, it was slightly better anyway. At least it picked it up first time round after I did a little adjustment. I don't think it's playing entirely. Let's do it. Oh, damn tape. I'm gonna know nothing but me moaning. I'm gonna go with the drop in the tape thing, and after moaning about how it sits incorrectly in the drive, I'm gonna go for it anyway. Let's go for it. I'll see if this works. We'll give it a load. We've already sold one game so far. It's been a bit of a disaster, hasn't it? Just turn the volume down on that a touch. Hey! That looks better. Seems slightly solider. Fingers crossed. But yes, Konami's Hypersports, it's kind of a little mixture of mini games that were there from sort of shooting games to sort of, I think, running games and a number of other things. So yeah, it was alright actually. I remember it being alright. Yay! Don't get too excited though, because I think we got here before and it went wrong. Brace yourselves. And breathe. I'm having a sup of coffee while this is doing it. There we go. Good old Hypersports. I rather liked Hypersports. I think I like the shooting part best because you kind of flick left and right with the thing. I think you pushed left and right, and it would shoot in that direction, just as the pigeon, the clay pigeon, would pass through your sights, and then you'd shoot it. Obviously, at that point, I thought quite good. We did it as a. We also did this one as an arcade challenge. I don't remember getting very far on it. I don't remember being that brilliant at it. I don't remember the swimming though, or even the weightlifting element of it. I do remember the archery. I don't know how far that through is in it. This one came in a nice. The original one came in a nice clamshell. I'm quite sure of that. It's a nice sort of plasticated clamshell. It was quite good. Well, did they have a sort of series of them with sort of yellow covers, didn't they? Or am I thinking of something else? Might be thinking of something else. Well, thanks for joining me for this disastrous tape. If you did, as I say, I'm going to find all the names of the lovely people. I'll stick them at the end in a quick sort of little thing, so that you've got all the people who at least commented last week. We'll get all you people. You get your names in lights for a second. So there we go. We'll bung it all in. I think I did the credits last time, didn't I? A while ago when we did an epic, because that was last week was huge, wasn't it? 3 hours and 26 minutes was an absolute monster of a tape that we actually did then. Right. What else have we got in here? Park Patrol. I have played Park Patrol. That's all about tidying up the park and collecting bits and pieces. I have to admit, when I first played it, I didn't really like it, and then I got more into it. Kind of enjoyed it a little bit more after I had a little play at it, and it was all right. And then we have Mr. Do's Castle. As I say, that's an arcade game about collecting. Well, no, you have to kill all the creatures on the level or collect all of the fruit. It was kind of a combination between Pac-Man and some kind of, I guess, Dig Dug. Is Dig Dug that kind of thing where you drop stuff on things? Boulder Dash, maybe? That kind of thing. It was kind of a combination of the two of those. It went on to spawn successful. Oh, well, it was an arcade game in the first place, but it went on to spawn a couple of other ones, actually, to be honest with you. I think the height of Mr. Do's sort of career is probably the one on the... Is that playing? That seemed to come to a very abrupt end. That came to a very abrupt end on the tape as well. I'm going to look at the tape. Nope, nothing on that. Okay. Oh, God. Yeah, but poor old you guys. I feel really bad for you. You all haven't sit and watched this. Or maybe not, but... But disastrous what's on the tape. Absolute failure of the whole thing from beginning to end. It's not having it at all. We'll carry on. No, that tape there just came to a very, very abrupt halt. It just stopped, and that was it. It was just, bleh. Oh, okay, great. I want to play Hypersports. No, don't want that. Yeah, break. I want that one. I want to play Hypersports because it's going to play, whether it likes it or not. I'm typing all kinds now. Alright, okay. Let's find Hypersports. Hopefully it's on PlayZX. Not to say, not much luck today. Hypersports. There is a re-release that's a lot faster to load. Do we risk it? Oh, considering the way things are going, it'll probably fail, but we'll give it a try. This is the Spanish re-release of Hypersports. Fingers crossed, it behaves itself perfectly, and we get a lovely load, and it's all good, and we all get to play Hypersports finally, after hours and hours of only one game loading thus far, which has been an absolute disaster. They started putting in these various locking mechanisms into the games that I think they had a big bearing on it. The worst being, what's the name of that game? Strange Loop. I think I've only ever seen the game Strange Loop load once in my entire life. And the funny thing is, I feel like it will be a good game, but I've never actually seen it load properly from the load. I have at least 3 different copies of it, and every single one of them doesn't work. And I remember having it as a kid, and I think it loaded, as I say, loaded once. And the thing about Strange Loop is once it loaded, you'd have to leave your Spectrum on, for days, because once that had loaded, that was it. You ain't getting another go at Strange Loop. It's never going to happen if you don't leave your Spectrum on forever. But I'm sure it has some weird dynamics in it. And it's something that I want to try again. I think I saw it for the Amstrad CPC recently, and I was quite confused by it. But at the same time, I don't know. Does anybody else play Strange Loop? Does anybody else manage to get Strange Loop to load? If you got Strange Loop to load, you're awesome for a start off, because to be fair, it required some serious sort of interaction to get this silly thing to work. But I don't know. I just feel like it was good, and I think this is nostalgia talking more than anything else. I've got heavy dose of nostalgia going, yes, it was a good game. You really enjoyed playing Strange Loop. There's a game still that I cannot find, and all I can remember about it, and I remember that I really enjoyed playing it, and I thought it was about collecting bits and pieces. I'll describe it, and if somebody knows what I'm talking about, that would be great, because I'd love to actually find it. It's a game that I want to find. I'm sure it was the setting was a school. However, it didn't really resemble a school beyond the fact that there were brick walls within it. It was sort of a maze type game. You played as a small smiley face, and I'm sure you were only like 8x8 character smiley face. Maybe you weren't. Maybe you were 4 sort of 16x16 pixels. But it could be as little as that, little 8x8. You were a little smiley face, and you used to go around collecting up these things, and I really enjoyed it because I was good at it. And collecting these things. By these things, I think they were like power pellets or something similar, but I really liked it. I don't know, and it's one of these bizarre games. It's like, well, I don't know why I liked it, but I did like it. And I to this day I haven't yet found it. It was one of these ones that was on a special tape, but as I say, I can't remember its name. All I remember is I liked it, and I don't know what happened to it, and I don't know when I lost it. It's really, really vague sort of information, isn't it? It's absolutely rubbish, the information I'm giving you there. But yeah, I really liked that game. It was quite a good game. And that was from a special tape. A lot of things I learnt or got were from a special tape. I had a friend He didn't get his Spectrum first off like I did. He got his Spectrum... And maybe this isn't compatible with the Plus 2. Ah, damn you. I cannot believe the trouble we're getting with this thing today. I cannot believe the amount of grief and aggravation I am having. I'm really not enjoying these ones. It's not good. We'll have to move on. I don't even know why we're moving on, but we'll move on. We'll see whether or not we get anything else to load on here. My goodness, it's terrible. Wow. Right. Let's go on then. Let's go on. Right, I'm whizzing through this tape, but we're not getting very far. That's disastrous. Yeah, no, I had a friend. He got his Spectrum sort of a little bit later on. You know, if I got mine in, I think I got mine in '83. I think it was the year after they came out. I always seem to get things like a year later. He must have got his a little bit later than that, and it was when I was at sort of secondary school. He had his, but he got his, and when he got his, the person who sold it to his parents, you know, it was a Plus. I was always envious of his Plus. It was very cool, a Plus, with that special keyboard. I was quite envious of that. But he had this Plus machine, and it came with like a huge. Oh, a huge quantity of special tapes. I mean, he had loads. He hadn't even got time to play them. They were all like 90-minute long. Special goodies that he got as he went along. And this is a rubbish tape, by the way. I can't believe how bad this tape has actually turned out to be. In the sense of it loading. It's just not having it. It just doesn't want to play with it at all. We've had absolutely nothing load off it, and to be fair, that's not impossible for our things. We need bring back the street sound; they were excellent. But you know, he just had so many of these special tapes. He just never had a chance to try them all, and we used to just borrow them off him. Mario, this must be Mario Bros. This tape has completely lied about what's actually on here. So it's been recorded over several times with different things. So Mario Bros is Ocean Game. It was basically Mario Brothers, which was the one where you had to jump up and knock them off the pipes and then to move to the next level. Absolutely horrible. It really is. The movement's terrible. The gameplay is pretty shocking. And it's really hard to play. I've actually played this recently. I was asked very kindly by a fellow YouTuber, Retro48k, if I could provide some footage for Mario Bros. And so I did. I have actually got Mario Bros in my collection. It's an Ocean Game, and I've got it in the collection. And I said, yeah, no problem at all. And I loaded this thing, and then I played it, and I was like, oh good God, so hard to play. I think I can only get to the second level on it, and that took me ages. I must have recorded 20 or 30 minutes of play before I actually got to the level. And it's bizarre, isn't it? These are some of the early Mario games, weren't they? Sonic didn't really have that kind of thing. Yeah, he goes, Mario Bros, definitely the one. Nintendo, 1984, programmed by Choice. Licensed by Ocean Software. But yeah, the Mario was kind of... These were the early Mario games. When did the NES come out? I can't remember when the NES came out. It was around the... It was after the Spectrum, wasn't it? So these were very, very early games. These must be the arcade ones that they did. But yeah, so you get the early creatures that are in there. You definitely get the turtles. Can't remember what they're called. Don't have the mushrooms, I don't think. Because they're called gumbars, aren't they? Gumbars? If I've said that, if I'm wrong, then somebody's going to, goobers? Mushroom dudes. Something like that. Anyway, he's the one who always kills everybody, isn't he? The first thing, Mario Land, he kills everybody. First, he murders hundreds of people. I think it's a running joke, realistically, that's that. Mario Bros. I wonder if there's a few things that are missing from the Plus range of Spectrums. One of which is volume, because sometimes you'd like to turn it up, but I guess they must have thought that if you're getting retail releases or recording on it, that realistically you shouldn't have any problem with volume, but there's no volume and there's no tone. So you kind of wish that they were there. And the main one, no counter. Why is there no counter? Counters were like a very key thing to levels, so unless the levels were all on the other side of the tape, and you had to rewind every time to reload a level, it was a bit of a nightmare realistically. It was not an easy thing, if that makes sense, doing those things. I'm quite looking forward to this loading. Right, so this tape's completely wrong, by the way. This is so off, this tape. Because it hasn't got half the things that it said it was got on it. So it had. So I don't think I was wrong. So Quake didn't happen because it wasn't there. Crystal Castles didn't happen because that wasn't there. Rainbow Walker wasn't there. No, well, Crystal Castles we tried, didn't we? We think could have been Crystal Castles, didn't work. Whatever it was wasn't loading. Enigma Force. Right, we've got a game. We've got a loaded game off the tape. Woohoo! God, it's so exciting, isn't it? We've finally got a game off the tape. But yeah, so it could have been Crystal Cat. I don't know, something's missing off here. It's just terrible. Right, 3 redefine keys. Right, 1. Jump. Right, left. That's all I want. One player game. So that's Mario at the bottom. I don't think he looks really like Mario. And basically the idea of the game is you got to jump underneath these things, these tortoise things, and then you've got to get them before they do that sort of respawn things. And then it's coming. Oh no. No. Got me. You got to kind of knock them from underneath the pipes wise. And I never really got into this one. To be fair, when I first saw this, it was actually on the PC. It was a shareware version of it, and it wasn't good. It really wasn't good. And I'm going that way. What's that? That thing didn't hurt me. I think it did hurt me. I just didn't see it hurt me. Shareware version of it. I was not impressed. To be fair, I don't think I ever saw this in the arcade. So I was kind of confused by it. I was like, that's not Mario, because Mario's this kind of game where you kind of go along doing what you do. But yeah, so there's this like power thing which kind of gives them kind of. Oh god, it's so hard to control. He kind of skids and got velocity in it. Just annoying. I don't like it. It's hard to play. Oh, I'm not that anything wasn't hard playing back in the day, but this is. I don't know. I think the thing is, my feeling on this one is slightly marred by the fact that I played it the other day for my friend, and I really didn't enjoy it then. And I couldn't get to the next level then either. But anyway, you can do that. You clear the level. You go on, and you do whatever else it is. The only reason I'm playing it is because we haven't actually played anything. I'm gonna have one more go, and then we're gonna move on and see if I can clear a level. I'm gonna see if I can do any level. Yeah, you kind of have to get the velocity to move, which means you have to run in the same direction for a bit. There we go. Now there's going to be a mad creature now up here. And they just don't stay there long enough either, if you ask me. That's the other. Oh, damn you. I almost got to it as well. Or maybe he does. Oh no, he's got away. He's away. Oh, he's got me. Oh, no. No. Where's it coming out of? Oh, he's got me. That's it. It's all over. Oh, so annoying. Absolutely. And not what I was expecting on this tape. That's unbelievable that it isn't actually what's on the tape. It's just even more annoying that it's not what's on the tape. Do you know what's worse as well? Is I think next week I've got another Sony tape. It's another probably part of the same batch. I can imagine it's going to be the same sort of difficulty. I'm not looking forward to that. I remember sort of I think there was way back in maybe the second season of What's on the Tape. There was a really bad tape. It was just awful. I remember it being absolutely sort of phenomenally crap, and it kind of the whole thing just became one gigantic sort of failure of the whole system to working. I always fancied a NES, but I never got one at the part in the day, and now I don't really fancy one. Isn't that weird? I mean, I know it's iconic and a lot of people love it, but I can't say that I'm overly fussed. Kong! Is this Kong Strikes Back or the original Kong? This will be another Mario game if this loads. There's another Ocean game. Hopefully it'll work. We'll see. It's whirring past. That's a good sign. Yeah, but I always fancied one back in the day, and I remember being very impressed by Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt was the big thing. I've got a serious light gun fetish going on at the moment. It's kind of I really miss light guns, and I've said that. I think I said this three seasons, so three volumes in a row. I've said that about things, but I really enjoyed light guns, and Duck Hunt was one of those games. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I like that. I don't even know if that's playing anything. Oh, it's empty space. I think it's meant to be. There's empty space there. There we go. So it's loading. God. For a minute there. Ooh. Now, I'm going to say something really controversial about Donkey Kong here. Donkey Kong. It's going to be controversial. If you're an 8-bit owner, you have to cover your ears. Cover your ears. If you're a Spectrum owner, cover your ears. The best version of this, by far, most arcadey version that's come out for an 8-bit microcomputer. So 8-bit microcomputer. Yeah, we're not talking consoles or anything else. Best version of it, by far, is the Amstrad CPC. I'm ducking. I'm avoiding the glares, but yeah, I played the Amstrad CPC version. It is by far, it looks the best. I think it's got the best sounds as well. It definitely does the job properly. It is a proper Donkey Kong clone. It looks really good. It's on my channel if you want to have a little look, and I promise you won't be disappointed. It is a very pretty Donkey Kong thing. Definitely worth your time. But yes, this is tough from remembering. And this is the Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong wasn't Mario though in this, was he? Mario was just like the player. I'm sure that was the case. I think if you read the manual, I'm sure he wasn't Mario. He was like the player or something similar. Because Donkey Kong's named, but anything else isn't. I love the whole Donkey Kong thing, because this is coming from King Kong anyway, isn't it? Realistically, that's where it kind of comes from. It stems from those original sort of black and white films of King Kong, and then you've got Donkey Kong as kind of that thing. Why is he called Donkey though? I don't understand that. It's called King. I suppose they couldn't call him King Kong though, could they? There are actually games where it's called King Kong though. I'm sure there's an ocean version of this called King Kong, which I think is Donkey Kong, is it not? Or am I wrong? There's Kong Strikes Back, and that's actually quite good. I quite like Kong Strikes Back. Good God, there's too many Kongs going on. Kong Strikes Back was quite good. I quite enjoyed that one. It was quite a good one, that one. I'm quite pleased to see... It's loading. It's loading. Shh, don't talk to it too much. We might actually get another one to load. It's funny, isn't it? The further through you get through the tape, the better it actually is. I'm still of the opinion that it kind of gets exposed. I mean, at the end of the day, what is it? Tape's oxidized, isn't it? So I wonder whether that oxidization, the further oxidization is not a good thing. Maybe. I'm just watching it count down. I'm so excited. Yes, we're there. We are there. Let's define the keys. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's define the keys. 7 to define. Right. Left, right, down, up, fire. Yeah, here we go. So, Donkey Kong. Idea is to get to the maiden at the top. Here we go. Do 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 do. That the music? Maybe. Do 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 do. There you go. How high can you get? So we have to climb up. They're not very well. I was just looking at that there. They're not quite the. Is he going to come my way? Oh, lucky. Sometimes they go down the one you're climbing, you see, which is really annoying. There we go. It hasn't thus far. The computer's coming with the fire. Oh, I hit it! Damn! How did I hit that? I can't believe that. I thought I was... Oh, I almost made it to Kong as well. I don't think I've ever actually done that on a Spectrum version of it. Here we go. So that one gets lit at the bottom with the oil. And it sort of chases you. Don't come my way, don't come my way, don't come my way, don't come my way. Right, okay. Let's see if we can get up here quickly. Oh, it hit me! I'm sure that the jump is not brilliant there, is it? I've got to do a little practice jump at the bottom. I'm going to do a little practice jump now. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's, oh god, its jump's a bit harsh in there. It's not quite the jump I was hoping for. Look at that fire, it's right on me. Oh no! Didn't get quite up the ladder. Do-do-do. What's his girlfriend called? Oh, Princess Peach? Is this Peach in this? Don't think it would be Peach, is it? I don't know. Could be, I suppose. She's up the top there. Do. Okay, I'm going to give it a whirl and see if I can get up this thing. Let's go, go, go. The fire really gets on you. Now, when it talks about the jumping thing, that's you can pick up these, and then you get points for smashing these things. Oh, and I ran out just as that one appeared. I guess I can only smash 2. There's a nice picture of Kong there. That sort of how high can you get. That's a nice nod to the arcade. It's definitely. I mean, it's definitely there. Oh! Decides to go down the one I'm coming down. Or up, sorry. Yeah, nice graphics of Kong there. Okay, here we go. I'm climbing. We noticed Mario's round bum. Look at his bum. He's got huge bum cheeks going up there. It's a proper... Mario's got a builder's butt. Mario Build-A-Butt. Yay, got one. Oh no! Damn fire! It's really all over me. Do. There we go. It's actually not as bad as I remember it being, actually. I remember it being... I don't think it was bad, but I don't think I thought it was brilliant, this one. But it's not actually bad at all. It's a bit tough, but they always were. I'm getting quite good at some of the versions of them, though. I'm getting quite good at sort of blasting through it. I'll do like Mario's butt. It's his butt. That fire's all over you. There we go. Go up this one. Ah, damn! Didn't jump fast enough. Ah, getting so close. I was almost that final ladder to climb up to get up there. I'm gonna try here. There's a little Mario fest going on this tape. Once we actually got something to load. Yep. Okay. Go. 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 Oh no! I can't climb as fast as I'd like. Just left it badly there. How high can you get? Let's see if I can get all the way up. Let's go for it. That fire's right on you. Oh yeah. I'm on the last. Yes! Yay! Second level. I don't think I've ever seen the Spectrum second level. There you go. Kong climbs up to the next level. Well, what's this level now? Oh. Oh, I just need to get to the top again? I'm not sure. I think I just need to get to the top of it again. Don't think there's anything more clever. Ah! Died after that. Damn! Licensed to Nintendo though. Good old Nintendo when they used to license their stuff out. Now they don't even have to, do they? Nobody licenses anything from Nintendo. Sentinel Software. Was the one there? Or Sentient Software. Was it Sentient Software or Sentinel Software? I didn't quite read it. I think it's maybe Sentient actually software. Right, okay, let's go for the next one. Let's see what's next on this tape. See if we can get that's 2 loaded. After all that time, we got 2 loaded. We'll go for it. There we go. We're loading it now. I can't believe how terrible this tape has been. You've been watching it for a while. I do apologise for how bad it's been. I did say, all I do is test to see if there's sound on it, and if there's sound on it, we just go for it. We'd as roar as you like. Mr. Wimpy! Wow! Have I got Mr. Wimpy? Oh, I do. I remember Wimpy. Wimpy was like the British equivalent, wasn't it? Was it British? I think it was. British equivalent of McDonald's, wasn't it? Before McDonald's was a big thing. We used to have a Wimpy on the crescent in our town, and I used to go. I went to a couple of birthday parties there. And I remember making an absolute sort of a pig's ear of one thing. So I picked up, because this is the days when you had salt and pepper, and they weren't like in individual wrappers and all that, and they actually had shakers. And I remember putting pepper on my fries, and they were really bad. It was really bad. I put far too much pepper on my fries because I thought it's got salt, and I put pepper on. I was really disappointed. I was really upset. But remember, they were quite good, though. Were they not quite good when it came to sort of, I'm not that fast food's particularly good for anybody, but I think a lot of us would kill for a Greggs right now. But it's Mr. Wimpy was oh god, Greggs, oh, bacon roll and a cappuccino, so good. Oh, anyway, but I thought Mr. Wimpy wasn't a bad one actually. I thought that was quite good. I remember quite enjoying it. And obviously, there's Mr. Wimpy there, and he must be British because they sort of like, is that like beefeatery type outfits? That military dress. I loved it. You gotta love the 80s and 90s for sort of the fact that you could have things sponsoring stuff. Like was it Zool, which was the one which was a little sort of supposed Sonic beater, wasn't quite a Sonic beater, but Zool and Zool 2 was sponsored by Chupa Chups, which is the lollies and the sweets, and the whole levels were kind of based around that. Can you imagine if it hadn't have been? I don't know whether they would put it in Sweetie space. I suppose though. He's an alien, isn't he, from the ninth dimension, but he looks very ant-like to me from my point of view. I always thought he looked a bit like an ant. I thought he had the sugar around him because he was an ant, not an alien from the ninth dimension. So I guess he'd be quite happy if he was an ant with all the sugar, because ants like sugar, don't they? I think. Yeah, they do, because they farm aphids, don't they? It's a really bizarre thing. They kind of herd aphids onto things, and then they take the aphids' excretions and take those off places. I know, it's the weird. Insect world's a bit odd. Well, Mr. Wimpy. I could go with a burger right now, actually. I could go with a bit of fast food, actually. It's been a while. It's probably better for me, though. I mean, I've been on my calorie-controlled diet now for ages, and I do feel better for it. I have to admit, I do feel fitter and healthier, especially as I'm doing some exercise as well. So take it from me, it actually isn't a bad thing doing a bit of exercise and a bit of sort of bits and pieces. It's good. I don't think this is about pie balloons. I think this is, if I remember rightly, this is a kind of a clone of Burger Time, which is who was that by? Oh, I want to say Data East. Might not be Data East. Could be Midway, but I think it's Data East. And Data East, I think. We're going to go with Data East. They did Burger Time, which is basically a game where you walked across the parts of the burger in a very unhygienic kitchen, where the other food chases you and you run across the top of the burgers. And there we go. Another game that's bloomin' loaded. I feel almost honoured and privileged to have had those. So let's press number 1 for keyboard. I don't know what my keys are. No, it's nothing like I thought it was going to be. Let's see what the keys are. Oh, God. That's left and right. What's up and down? There's up and down. Right, okay, so it's nothing like I thought it was going to be. So I've got myself a box. And I think I've got to go get the meal. Got to go get my party meal or something, so a meal deal. There we go, I've got my meal. I'm going to take it back over here while avoiding these things. It's not what I thought it was. Without a doubt, it's not the game I thought it was. Nothing like Burger Time. Unless, of course, there's Burger Time later. I don't remember the Wimpy having these things, though. Oh, look, I've run out. He's taken one of my trays away. The alien flying around's taking my trays away. It's very arcadey. I don't think I've ever played Mr. Wimpy before. Oh, get off! He's attacking me and taking my trays away. I think he takes my bonus time as well. At least he doesn't kill you. Those things floating up and down do, though. You can just go away. Stay over there. Yeah! There we go. We'll see if we can finish a level. That's cool. We've got a big slice of cheese. I don't remember big slices of cheese at the Wimpy. It may have been a special. There we go. And what happens now? Oh, there you are. This is Burger Time. So it has like a sub level to try and make it not Burger Time. And there'll be a way to throw salt at these creatures to stun them. But I don't know what the button is. There it is. I found it, and now I've thrown away my salt. Which is very bad. Since stupid idea. There we go. And there's a spoon and other things, and he gets squished by that. And then we can run over these. And you're basically making burgers. I knew it was Burger Time at some point. This is like Eddie the Eskimo. Do you remember Eddie the Eskimo Eddie last week? Where basically it had this like sub first level because effectively it was it Peng? I think you all said in the comments it was Peng. It was basically the arcade game Peng, but so they avoid the issues that there may have been with Peng. They basically created this. Oh God. They created this other sort of sub-first game that made you sort of involved with doing something else, some other thing. So we'll probably have to go back. Oh no, we're just into burger making now. So basically you've got the first initial stage, and then we're just into burger making. So oh, it's not bad actually. I have to admit. I mean I've played Burger Time on a few systems, and I quite like this. It's quite good. Let's try it again. Let's get the one for keyboard. I know what the keys are now. So, I've got a tray. Now we get over here, and we get in here. And he can't hurt me while I'm in there. He's bouncing around over there. Ah, yeah, you nasty creature. So once you've got this sort of initial sort of stage, you've got plenty of time to do the other parts of the game. You seem to have, you've got the main, damn you, the main sort of Burger Time, which is really the main game on it. You could probably do without this, but I kind of appreciate the effort to try and make it something different. I kind of appreciate that. I appreciate that somebody's gone to the effort of making a slightly different subsection for this. Oh, come on. Running out of time. I'm probably going to... If I run out of time, I bet you that's a big problem. Right, okay. Shooting along here. Was there ever a McDonald's game? Did McDonald's ever get into the computer game thing? Yes, there was, wasn't there? There was that Global Warriors, wasn't it? When they were trying to be, they were the healthiest people in the world. Do you remember the sort of, was it global? I can't remember. It was a shoot 'em up stroke platformer. Oh damn, I died. It was, yeah. I've played it. I played it on the Master System. I can't remember. Global Gladiators. That's what it's called. Took a second there. Remember. Yeah, they got into they were later in the day with their sort of gaming things like that. Quite like this is quite not bad actually. Not bad at all. I should drop that on him while he's squished. It takes advantage of the whole situation. So let's get him. Let's do this. Let's do this. Squishing them burgers down. Yeah, it plays quite nicely. I knew it was burger time though. I did remember it being burger time. Just forgot about the first level. You can stay there. Yeah, and you can as well. That's fine. You just stay over there. Weird creature. And we'll go this way. And we're going for it. And there we go. Excellent. First level, good. Second level, should I say. Second level, if you include things like that. That little ladder there is for them to climb. Oh, damn you. That ladder there is for them to climb all the way from the bottom when they get sort of zapped and done. You know, you've kind of crushed them in the burger, all the way down. Yeah, it plays quite well actually. They're very random the way that they move. They don't seem to track on you or anything like that. They just seem to be kind of walking around in whatever direction they fancy going. I'm gonna throw some stuff at this one, and I'm gonna throw some. I haven't got any left. Damn. Or maybe I can only throw one at once. Ah, died. Oh, damn you! Got me. I quite liked that one. That was quite good fun actually. Enjoyed that. Let's go on and see what else is on here. We're on a roll now. We actually got some things that are working. So let's reset that and let's get the loaded tape. I've got to push the play on the tape already because I'm kind of doing the whole sensei to mono jack to whatever else is. But hey, it works. Let's just go for it though. Let's see what else we got. Well, that's all right. We managed to get something. So okay, fair enough. We had a bit of issues there with track and field. It's going to go on. It's on the list. It's on the list now. But we have got two. We've had three there. We've had two Marios and Mr. Wimpy, which were all kind of variations of sort of other things. Now we're playing here. We're not getting any sound. Let me see if there's anything on here. Well, it sounds very silent. Ah! There is something else here. Let's press the play button. Here we go. Oh! I wonder if there's a little loading bit that I missed here. A little bit further back. See, there's a little bit. I've gone a little bit further back. See if I've got anything else. Scumball. We've played Scumball before. It's actually quite good, actually. Scumball from memory. It's not a bad game, actually. Scumball is, if I remember rightly, it's a platforming game where you're hunting down, I think it is 16 mines, if I remember rightly. 16 mines or bombs against a mother brain of some sort that lives in a sewer. That was the deal. I think I know I've played it on my channel. It's definitely on here. It's been on there. It's Mastertronic. So, and I think it was a mad one actually. I think it was the added dimension one. So it was a more more the better, more expensive games. It's quite good. I managed to break it, I think, though. Last time I did it, I had a bit of a problem. I got stuck in this side thing, and then got jammed. But it's well, I mean, look at that. So it's a great loading screen. Picked by Pete. Nice one, Pete. It's a good picture. I like that one. Good. It's a good game, actually. This one it's a bit tough. My version of it has somebody's handwritten. I mean, there's plenty of them around, but I was actually quite like it because it's got like somebody's handwritten notes about how far they got and what level they actually managed to get to. So it's kind of cool that way. This is one worth having. It's you could call it a filler if you like, but it's one that I think's worth having just because it looks so nice. It really looks nice. It's got this little android on the front of it, this sort of a robot for detonating bombs, and obviously this is the mother beast that's hiding in the sort of the basement that you must deal with. Kind of reminds me of, and I saw recently. I've ordered some games from a different supplier, somebody I haven't used before. I'm hoping that when they come through, I'm probably going to try and get into doing a few pickups things, because I do pick up quite a lot of stuff, to be honest with you. I've got one to do for I know I did the one the other day for Southam Retrogames and toys, but I've got another collection of things that I picked up from a combination of eBay, CEX and Music Magpie, which I do recommend, by the way. Music Magpie, but they're not quite retro games, they're more modern games, but I do recommend them because if you aren't using things like Quidco, you can get 7% back cash back wise, and that sounds like an advert, but to be honest with you, I do it all the time. It's really cool. So yeah, if you fancy that, give it a try, because I like it. I think it's good. I'd put a link in the description to refer to, but I feel like I'm trying to sell you something, and I'm not. I just think that it's good to save money and get some money back sometimes. But yeah, so I've got a good collection of games that have come through from there. Almost as many as I got from Southam the other day. Almost as many as that, and I've done footage for most of them, to be honest with you. I did have a little loss though. There was two things that went missing from one of my eBay sellers, and I sort of contacted them, and it was sort of 9 days later. And I said, look, where's my stuff at? You haven't sent me any tracking data. I don't know where it is. Is it coming? Is it ever coming? Kind of thing. And they sent me back a message saying, oh, you should have had it by now. We'll have a look for tracking information. And I said, all right, fair enough. And they waited 24 hours, and I sent them another message. I said, you've not sent me the tracking information. They said, oh, we're terribly sorry. I said, what we'll do is we haven't got the tracking information back ourselves, and I'm not entirely sure why they wouldn't, but we haven't got any information. What we'll do is we'll refund you your money. That's great, thanks very much. And I said, oh, that's fine. I was really just wanting one of the particular games. It was 2 PlayStation 1 games. I hadn't got both of them. I thought to myself, I said there's only one of them. They said, look, they actually said it before I did it. They said, look, we've got one of the games still. We've actually got another one of these couple of these games in lying in our warehouse. Would you like it? And we'll send it to you free of charge, just for the fact that you're thinking right. And I was like, yeah, all right. Thinking to some extent, yeah, they probably won't send it, even though because the case is closed and they've refunded me. No, they sent it, and they checked and they followed up and they came back to me, and I was quite surprised. I mean, it's really nice when somebody goes to that kind of level of effort for you to kind of make sure things happen. So not only did I get a refund, but I got one of the games that I really wanted out of the whole lot anyway. And I kind of I'm getting coffee, by the way, again, guys. I'm being served coffee again. It's not in a Marvel mug though. We're now in a rabbit mug, so it's fine. She's tutting because I was saying it's not in a Marvel mug, but we're okay. Thank you. But yeah, no, and it's really nice that people can be so nice as well. I had a little issue as well from as I say, well, not an issue. I ordered some games from a supplier I don't use, and I'm gonna do a video actually with them all in. Hopefully, probably just for that one supplier, to be honest with you. Anyway, so I had a little issue with one of the items I ordered from them. They'd sold it prior to whatever else is, which is fine. It happens. Things can get sold before they do that alpha report, I think. And fire. Q for fire, I think. Anyway, they'd sold it and they'd done it had gone, and they came back to me really quickly and they said, look, we've sold that one. Sorry about that. You kind of missed it by a second or whatever else it is. Fair enough. I said we can either refund you or we can give you you can have a couple of other games if you like for a little bit more money. I was like, with all this generosity going around, I was like, yeah, all right. So I selected a couple of games and kind of to the value of the one I was wanting, and they came back and they said, oh, you've not chosen enough. We'll throw some other stuff in. All right, thanks. I'm kind of enjoying this. It's really nice. So here's the report. What's the report say? So number of grenades. Yeah, so you've got to find these grenades, as far as I remember from it. Summary pour. So right, S to start. I quite like it because the graphics are good. Look at the graphics. So we've got a little recharging guy. And that's our guy there. He doesn't half bounce. And he shoots. And we'll try to find these grenades to blow up the boss lady. I don't know where she is, but she's here somewhere. But the graphics are really nice. I love it when people attempt to use all the colours they can. Okay, the main character is monochrome and the creatures are monochrome, yeah? That's to reduce the colour clash. But the rest of it, there's colours and effects and all kinds of stuff going on. And it's really kind of nice. I really appreciate the effort that's involved in some of these things. There's something about this that I don't know what it is. It's a report on how far I've got at the moment. I picked up something there, I don't know what that was. So we're looking for these things called grenades, and I don't know what they look like. I can't remember what they look like. There's a shield. Plenty of laser fire. Something else there. And there's a shield. I can't remember what the grenades look like though. That's me back to where I was. It's one of these games you definitely need to map. It's a map job without a doubt. Oh, died. Okay, going down. There we go. Did I get a grenade there? No. I've got to get 8 grenades to kill the mother beast that lives in the sewers. Don't think that's the exact story, by the way. I just think that it's close. Okay. There's such a beautiful sort of palette going on this. It's such a great looking game. It kind of, for me, it's a good one. I'm back around to the top here where I was before. Ah, can't touch that thing. Whatever that is, it's horrible. Murders you straight away. There's clearly something in there. That thing, anything that flashes like that is instant death. Right, okay, further down. Lasers. Laser. Energy. We got plenty of power at the moment. That was an explosive thing. Is this a bomb? That's a grenade. That was a grenade there. So there was one near the top that I missed. So I've got one grenade, and basically we're going to use these grenades to kill this mother beast that lives in the cellar. Kind of reminds me of, have you ever seen, as a game I've played on my channel before called Soft and Cuddly. Kind of reminds me of that, but Soft and Cuddly is completely, it's just like nothing you've ever played in your life. It's just a mental game. It really is. It's just quite insane. Definitely worth spending some time on, but just a mental game. It really is, and I think it has music on the other side of it. It's got this great big sort of monstrous creature that's there. Right, okay, on we go. Let's reset the spectrum and see what else we get. This tape has completely blown away whatever was on it, and it's definitely a what's on the tape. It's not a what's on. Let's not a. This list is on the tape. This is definitely a. Something else is on this tape. Let's see if there's anything else at the end of this tape. I'm going to drink my coffee now. I have a chicken casserole for dinner tonight. That's what I'm having tonight. I'm having a chicken casserole. Well, actually, it's a Spanish-style chicken casserole, so it's basically got a bit of chicharrillo thrown in there for good measure. A bit of spicy meat and some lovely some red onions and some peppers and it just all nicely mixes together. I need to find a nice red wine if I've got some. To be fair, one thing I have to say is I'm not a big drinker. I don't drink an awful lot, but I've definitely had a lot more alcohol recently. I think it's simply because, well, it's not exactly a school night every night, is it, at the moment? So flipping the tape over, by the way, we're gonna rewind the other side and see what we get on this. Fingers crossed, it's been better than the other side when it came to doing the whole thing. But yeah, so I've done a little bit more. Not a lot more, by the way. We're talking about like an odd glass here and there. I'm not. Actually, you know what? I like a clear head, to be honest with you. I don't mind a little bit of alcohol, but I quite like a clear head. And to be fair, once I usually get into drinking, it usually ends badly. Well, but no, I'm not a big drinker. We've had everything out today. We've had the mobile out, CS demo. Well, there you go. Completely not what was said was on it. We've got the Sensei involved in all this. We've had the we've had the PlayZX. We've had that out. We've had tape cleaners out. We've had mono jacks and tape cassette recorders and all kinds of stuff. I'm sorry it took a while to warm up. You know, once we started warming up though, we've got right into it. I have no idea what CS demo is. This tape has turned into an absolute unknown. It really has. Still like the tape case though, and I still like the shape of the tape. I think it's quite cool. This isn't actually showing us anything either. It's just saying CS demo. Oh, let's hope it's something exciting, something new. I used to be obsessed by creating my own screens because they're fairly easy to save. So you basically plot out the screen. You get to do all the bits and pieces, and you do the characters that go with it. I'm hoping that's still loading and hasn't crashed. I'm hoping. I don't want to push any buttons because I don't know if it's doing it. But I used to do my own load screen. So basically, plot out the whole screen. So you do use a basic program or something similar to plot out. Whoa, that was weird. Wow. Talk about freaking me out. We got like multiple colours, this, that, and the other, then that going on, and then different colours, then backwards and forwards. What? What CS demo? I think it's a demo. I mean, a demo scene type thing. Oh, I don't know. Well, it's all getting a bit exciting now. Anyway, but yeah, I used to do screens, so you plot it all out, and then you just do save screens. Combat School demo. Combat School's one of those games where it's like, you punch the keyboard until it falls apart, basically, wear it out, kind of Daley Thompson decathlon. But then there'll be some sharpshooting sections, and if this is anything like the usual Combat School thing, there'll be a sharpshooting section. They was quite popular back in the day. Was this an arcade game though, or was this? It must have been because it was Konami. So I'm guessing it was an arcade game. I never played, but there was quite a few things like this. There were kind of some odd bits and pieces that loitered around at the time. I think I remember liking Combat School, but I think we played it not too long back, and I managed to crash it, didn't I? I managed to break it proper. It just didn't work properly. Oh, fresh coffee, brilliant. So that's not on here at all. I should just throw away this cover. It doesn't actually mean anything, does it? Absolutely nothing at all. It's a total liar. It's an extremely liarful thing, if there's such a word as liarful. Oh dear. So this is, as I say, it's a multiple mini games of combat training, basically. So it's sort of shooting, running the obstacle course, doing, I don't know, press-ups and sit-ups and things like that. It's all that kind of stuff. That's basically what it is. Right, okay, define the keys. 4. Up, down, left, right, fire. 1 player. That's right, so we have to run first. And I think I broke this last time round. Ready? Hang on. So what's the keys? Oh, hang on. Am I running? I seem to be on the cursor keys at the top. You blew it. Okay. But you didn't let me choose my keys. Game over. That's naff. Let me try and choose the... Let's try and do something else here. So if I press 2... That's why, because it's Sinclair. 2. Kempston. Cursor. Right. Let's do... Player 2. 1 player. Do 5 for keyboard. Make him Sinclair. If I do... Can that be something else? What? I don't understand that, so I have to be on the joystick. Let me get a joystick. Let's get my cruiser down. I have a special connector for the Sinclair port, so we'll get that on now. I'll do that. That confused the heck out of me. I definitely have this. It's in my collection. I think I've got like several tapes of it. It's one of those weird ones. Okay. Just plugging the joystick into the port. Sorry about that. I've just gone silent because I'm busy trying to jam it in. There we go. Right. 1 player. 1 player. Right. Okay. So this should be me running as Nick. So Nick should go now when I run. My God! Don't I have to whack the joystick to get Nick to go? Go on, Nick. Oh. No! Oh, it's a joystick waggling fiasco. Oh my God! Poor joystick. Nick, run, Nick. Oh my God, I'm exhausted. Oh no, it's horrible. You blew it, not blew, I'm surprised. Oh my God. That's just unbelievable. Do you hear me wrecking my joystick there just to get that working? That's not going to happen. I'm smashing the joystick just to get it going. Good God. Wow. Those were the days. Those were the days. Those were the days when we would smash the joystick to actually play a game. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. Oh, right. Let's carry on. Load it dip. Let's do that. Let's press the play button and let's go for it. Let's see what's next. It's all a bit confusing. You just sit there for a second. My dog is going bonkers at the back door. Nobody's in. Everybody's in the garden to stop it to do anything. You just stay there. Hang on. Dog. There. Dog. Go out. Dog. Oh. Right. Let's press the play button. Sorry about that. I could have paused the video, but I don't do things like that. It's too sensible. Right, okay. Fingers crossed. There we go. G48. No idea. No idea. Let's see what this is. G48. It'll be back in 2 minutes, by the way. It's a Yorkshire Terrier. She's getting quite old now. She's 10. Yes, she is 10. She just turned 10. She's 10 years old, and she's now a little bit well, I guess quite blind, quite deaf. I think it's still got a sense of smell, but I'm not convinced by that. And it's definitely deaf, because it doesn't listen to a word I say. However, most people in my household don't listen to a word I say. So it might be just the same as everybody else, really. But no, it's not, and it's not particularly bright either. But But she's got a nice temperament. She's a nice dog. She's a nice dog. Okay. I don't hear anything else other than this whirring noise. I think it's loading. Oh, it is! This is so weird. Some of these loads here are just driving me bonkers. There was like that long musical sort of weird bizarre interlude there. I think this is just to drive me nuts. I think we, the fact is we've been playing, you've watched me struggle for about 45 minutes before we started to get into some real loading time, some real things loading properly. And now it's doing weird things with me. We're on the second side anyway, so you're on the whole home straight. I'm surprised that this loads in a wanna. This Mark Jones's Grisor or Contra or Super Probo Detector, if you whichever wherever you are, is a bit of a big game actually. I'm surprised it hasn't. We should have gone with 128K here, to be honest with you, because it'll have levels. This. I don't think it does on the 128K. I think 128K just loads in a wanna. It has appeared once before on the What's on Tape. It was quite hilarious. It was somebody tried to fit, because it's 8.5 minutes of load time. Somebody tried to fit 8.5 minutes of load onto a 7.5 minute tape, and it just made me laugh because I couldn't believe that it actually went that far. But yeah, it was. They tried to do it. Oh, sorry, coffee's lovely and warm. Just having the coffee, just a little sup, just a little taste of the coffee. Just like that. Yeah. Oh, isn't it good sometimes when other people make coffee? Did I mention Greg's earlier? I'm just eating just a nice bacon butty and a cappuccino. Do like a bit of cappuccino. I think they've put off opening, haven't they? There was a little news report recently saying that they were going to open, but I think that the queues for sausage rolls are going to be like round the streets. There'll have to be a police cordon or something similar. A rush on Greg's sausage rolls. How many does he want? 4,000, please. Stockpiling sausage rolls. Oh yes, brilliant, love it. Yeah, Grisor or Contra. I have to admit this is quite a good game actually, and it's quite good on the Spectrum. It looks lovely on the Amstrad. However, I think there's a bit of a speed issue on the Amstrad. It does look good. Stop the tape. Right, okay. I'm gonna see pressing the key. Ah! It's crashed. I wasn't surprised by that in any way, shape, or form. Let's see if we can find something else on here. See if it'll load. Yeah, that's going to go on the list to be done, to be honest with you, because that's a big one. I think these will be levels now. Or maybe not. Yeah, that's levels. Okay. We'll skip on a little bit. Should have gone with the 128k load, because that would have been all the levels. Let's skip on a little bit more. We'll see if we can get there. Not too much further. Come on. Oh, that was always an odd one, wasn't it? When people would copy or make a special version of it, and it was a multi-level thing. It was kind of a bit odd because what were you going to do with it? If you put it in the middle of a tape, and again, this is back to tape counters though. If you had a tape counter, you'd be all right because you'd be able to fast forward and rewind to where you were at. But once they got rid of tape counters, and as they did on the Plus 2, you had to rely on, well, what I'm doing right now, kind of fast forward and rewinding. to the point where you find the next bit of data, or you rewind to the point where you find the right block, which is really quite annoying. Here we go. Hopefully this is the next thing on here, and as I say, with the tape cover is completely blown away. We have no idea what's in here. Plot. The plot. Again, no idea at all. With a title like that, it's a text adventure, maybe. Oh no! It's a Firebird game. You can tell by the loader. They had this kind of weird loader, and we discussed this the other day. And I was saying that maybe it was the way that, you know, if it stopped halfway through, you could rewind a little bit and rewind that little chunk of it. But we discovered actually that if you crash out of it, it just crashes like any other game. So I'm not sure what the purpose of this loader was or why they would go with this. Well, maybe it was a faster loader. Was it? I don't know. I wonder. It makes me wonder. I mean, it counts up in hexadecimal as well. Yeah, well, I just wondered if it was a faster loader or something similar. Could be, I suppose. I don't know. Right, on the list though, we've got. I've got a list. There's a list. Let me get the list. So we've got a list. So we've done. You've seen the other day. I did do Joe Blade and game design and Bobby Bearing, and I was quite impressed by Bobby Bearing actually. There you go. It says rewind. Look, it does. Well, what? I was right. It does do it. Ah. Well, I'll be. It does actually do it. I am right. I was right. It was a methodology of stopping it failing. So I've now rewound. Hopefully it'll do the right block when it gets to E1, and it will continue. Well, I'll be. It does actually work. Well, it crashed the other day, but I don't know whether that was probably maybe we're at the end of the actual load and it failed. So here we go. Hopefully it'll pick up again when it gets to E. It has. Blow me. That's blooming brilliant, isn't it? That's amazing. That's really excellent. So we got Hypersports, wasn't it? Was it Hypersports? Yes, it was. It was Hypersports. I don't know why I'm asking you. You can't tell me. Tell me in the comments below in a minute. Oh, hang on. Oh, we go. You can actually rewind it and redo it, and it's actually it obviously seems to be a better way of loading because it doesn't fail so easily. Wow. What a smart bunch of people they are at BT. What a smart loader that is, really. The plot is this gunpowder whatever and whatever. Wow. I've not played this one before. I think I've seen the cover for it. It's got a kind of a Guy Fawkes type thing, because that's definitely Guy Fawkes, isn't it? Odin computer graphics. I think they did quite a few games for the Commodore. They were more of a Commodore group, I think, and they did some really quite good games for the Commodore from memory. I do like that loading screen though. That's a new one on me. It's not a game I've played before. So we've got Hypersports. Grisor, we're gonna do we'll do Grisor as well. On an extra for you. Alright? And we'll do that at some point. If there's anything ever you want to see, I'll try my best to accommodate. Obviously time for giving and whatever else it is. Still working, you see. Still working. Which is clearly obvious in my sore thumbs video where I was interrupted by my phone ringing, which I should have turned off, to be honest with you, because they wouldn't have mattered for 10 minutes. But anyway, so I'm still working at this moment in time. Still doing my thing, doing my IT. supporting people who are still in business and still working and all the other bits and pieces. So. But I've not played this one before. He's got a bit of an evil face, doesn't he? I guess we'd probably try to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Yeah, you used to have this as well, historical games, wouldn't there? Games that were based on history. You know, I don't think... Do you get so many historical games nowadays? I mean, apart from obviously the World War ones, which would obviously become first-person things. That was a thing as well, somebody was saying the other day that I thought about it. And I thought it's probably true as well. When it comes to first-person games and all kinds of stuff, we've killed hundreds of thousands of people, probably by my age. You've killed millions. In games across the time, you know, shooting aliens, blowing ships up, crashing cars, killing people in first-person shooters, all kinds of stuff. A lot of killing goes on. There's not lots of hugging, kissing in these games, is there? It's not that kind of games, is it? Mind you, Mikey was about hugging and kissing the other day, wasn't he? It was like butting people off chairs and collecting hearts and escaping for school to kiss his girlfriend. That was the aim game, wasn't it? You collected all the hearts and then she'd fall in love with you. The plot. Definitely got this one. Definitely got this one. I wonder if it was in the silver, the white label things. I don't think it was. I don't think it was one of the white label ones. I wonder if they chose the Firebird logo because they knew it was going to be easy to put on the computer. Because that Firebird is quite well designed, you know, it looks pretty much like the Firebird that they had for the whatever else it was. So I wonder if they designed that they went with, oh, we call it Firebird because of that. In fact, actually, why did BT call its range Firebird? I don't know. One for you, maybe. Oh! Rewind. A little bit further. Block 68. Wow, I kind of like this because look at this. We've got obviously dodgy tape here, tape that's been around for ages. But the fact that we're only winding and doing a tiny bit of data, can you imagine if we'd got all of them like this? It would have been a lot easier. It would have been to do what's on the tape this week. Well, actually, to be fair, we had to get it to load the blooming name in the first place, didn't we? We had to get the old name to pop up on the thing. That's kind of cool. I don't think anybody else used a loader like this. I wonder if good old Firebird there patented this as a methodology of loading games, and sort of once they patented it, nobody else wanted to go near it, wouldn't want to touch it. Possibly. Was there another system that did it by blocks as well? I'm sure there was. I'm sure there was another piece that machine that loaded in this way. Look at that! I love it because we're making it. Okay, it's annoying because we have to keep going back, but we are making it. That's so cool. Block 80, 81, 82, 83, yep, 84. 85, yes, come on. I'm dying to see what this is now. We're a good halfway through the tape already, actually. We've done quite well so far. Apart from Grysaw not working now. We've got Combat School that worked. We're on the last, hopefully the last bit now. The last loady bit. Searching 0. It's a hell of a load, this one. I wonder if that was the drawback, that it was actually a very slow load, if that makes sense. I wonder if that was the case. I always wondered about that though, and that's the first time I've actually ever done that. There we go, we've loaded. And we're ready. Odin computer, keyboard, yes please. Zero to start. I'll push 0. We got a fireworks, and that must be us, Guy Fawkes at the bottom there. That's the jump. There's one direction. That's that way. Oh, damn. That's the jump. Can we go through here? And how do we get in here? Enter? No, enter pauses. Dying a lot here. I wonder if it's this one. Yeah. There we. Oh, hang on. What's happened? I fell through the screen. Not sure what that's about, really. It looks nice. Graphics are good. I wonder what the keys are. I think I need to find the keys. Hang on, this is one of those games where I feel if we don't have the keys. Mind you, I've got the joystick plugged in. Maybe we can just go with the joystick in a second. I'll tell you what, we'll die. Do I have to go up? Do you think I have to go up? Hang on. Am I missing a trick here? Am I meant to be going up? Interface 2. Ooh, might work. Let's try it. Might work. Oh. No. No, it's not working. No. Let's go over here and get killed by these things. Let's have a quick look for the controls, because I think that looks interesting, actually, this one. The plot. I've not played it before. The plot. We'll go a quick look for that. Of the plot. I'm going to have a quick look and see if we can get the keys for it. The plot. Let's find the keys. The keys are top roaster fire. Let's put the one for keyboard. Top roaster fire, which is fine. The keys that I had at the bottom were correct. Jump is Q, A is down, and top fire is fire. Right, okay, let's do it. Right, so I reckon we've got to be on here. Can I go out of the screen? Can I keep going? I haven't tried walking off. Oh, if I'd had tried walking off, that would have been handy. Didn't realise that. Can't fire yet, though. Okay, so I'll keep going. We'll walk off this other screen here. Don't die yet. Ah, nice graphics though. They're very well sort of characterised. The character. Right, you'd think that I'd be able to go down there. Can't. So, what am I doing here? Stuck. Right, I got my character. I don't think I'm doing anything. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I fell through the screen before though when I did the door, didn't I? Ah! I managed to go through then. I don't know how I managed to do that. Ah, we go. Turned round. You got to be facing the right way. That's a bit annoying, actually, though. The way you get across the screen. That's really quite annoying, actually. But otherwise, look. You see, I've got to collect I've got to obviously collect dynamite. 0. Right. I've got it this time round. So up there. Now I've got to turn so I'm facing the right way. And then I can climb down like that. And I can drop off here. See if I can climb. Oh, I'll just get that. Not one like that. There we go. Collecting dynamite so that we can blow stuff up. And I'm guessing I can I throw it now? No. I'll see if I can go through this way. Keep going. Yeah. I quite like it. It's a nice little platformer, this one. Not one I've played before. It's a budget title. I don't think, again, I don't think it's a particularly expensive game. I think it's been around for quite a while. I think it's inexpensive as games go. That's not one I've played before, and it'll be to be fair, it's relatively solid because at the end of the day, Odin have a bit of a reputation for making pretty decent games, even if it is for a certain other system. But there we go, got that one. Bird's getting me. Look, there's like a little map at the top of the screen as well. There we go. And I should be able to get up here and get this one. There we go. The plot is over. The plot thickens. You've only completed 12% of it. You will be burned to dawn. There we go. Excellent. Guy Fawkes plot, basically. That's what it is. That's what it is. Excellent. Quite impressed with that. Quite a good game. Right, on we go. We're getting into it now. We're getting into it. And I have to admit, I did find that loading thing quite interesting, didn't you? Well, I thought you did anyway. If you stick around, you definitely you may have enjoyed that one. Right, let's go see what we've got next. Let's reset the old specky and give it the old load it. Yeah, definitely got that one in my collection. Never played it before. Very impressed. Could do with a little bit of. Oh. I think that's just the end of the tape. Yeah, it's the end of this one. There's a little bit of sound at the end there. That's just the end of that one. Okay, that's fine. It's good. I think that marks the end of the search things. You know, the search and load. So it's like load search, load search, load search, load search, load search, load search when it's doing the whole thing. So I think that marks the end of the actual section when it does it. Okay. Here we go. The next on the tape. Nifty. Oh, I think this is a favourite of Baz Harding. If you haven't seen his channel, I'll put a link in the description below. This is a favourite of Baz's. Baz likes Nifty Lifty. I never quite got into it until I watched him play on his channel, and then I realised actually it's not a bad game. I think I reviewed it because it appears on the ZX Spectrum Vega, and I think it's on the channel. And I don't think I was that enthused by it at the time. I think I was a bit confused by the whole thing. I hadn't realised it's very much a case of just a timing game of getting from one side to the other. It was released. I think it got its own individual release, but it also came out on one of these Curry's titles. You know, one of these sort of very plain paper. If there was ever a budget title or something, you know, where they copied them themselves, when Curry's and Dixon's as well, did they get on the action where they did their own tapes and they were just like plain brown wrappers with whatever else it is. They are absolutely ugly as sin, but I quite like them. I think they're quite nice. I don't, you know, they're not the worst, but they're not the best, if that makes sense. And I've definitely got a copy of Nifty Lifty on there, and I keep meaning to go back to it and give it another try. But yeah, Baz kind of taught me how to play this rather than anything else. So if you've not been to Baz Harding's channel, have a pop over there. He's a nice guy. Go and say hello. He's definitely there. Yeah, Nifty Lifty. I don't know how long it takes to load, and I don't think it has a loading screen by the looks of things, which is a bit of a shame. But it's basically one of them single sort of screen arcade things. Yeah, it's pretty good. And it's got the Entertainer as the music. Vision Software, same people as did Sheer Panic, which I've talked about before. Keyboard, and the keys are 6 and 7. To select 3, customize keyboard, and A and Z, and A and Z only. Right, okay, it's fine. We'll go with 3 for customize keyboard. Oh, I can do it myself. Left, right. Yeah, right, cool. Press 1 to return. There we go. Right, start. 0 is slowest, I'm guessing. Right, so basically this is our little man, and I've got the keys thrown around because I'm an idiot. And we've got to get up here, and the idea is just to get one side of the level to the other. And once he starts running, he's kind of on. You can turn him back. Ah! Naff! And here we go. It's a good little arcadey game, this. Works beautifully. Oh, look at that. Whizzing through it. Damn! Got me. Oh, yeah. I'm nifty lifty. Look at this. I'm going crazy. Oh, look, I got through the middle of them there. Awesome. I was just pushing my luck there, though, with that one. Yeah. He's away. Oh! Just pushing my luck with it. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Quite simple game, though. Proper arcadey kind of thing. I like that. Oh, I've put him initials as... Oop! Oop! Oh, I like that. Nifty lifty. I'm going to change my controls, though, because I made a hash of that, didn't I? Let's do 3. And then I want... right, left. I want it the other way around. So let's have another go. 1 for keyboard. I'm going to play again. I'm going to go 0, because... no, 0's fast. So why would you... 0 fast? 1? There we go, look at this. And all it does is automatically go up, so you just have to make it across the level. From one side to the other. There's all there is to it. There we go. I'm sure there'll be some kind of crazy story attached to it. Because they've got Daleks and everything in here, look. Here we go. Ah! Got me! Ah, no! I did really well before. Now I'm incapable of doing better. Ah! Have I died? I have? Oh! Let's get my initials in. Ah, press the wrong key. Now we're Sem. There we go. Anyway, right. So that was nifty lifty. That was good. I'm pleased about that. We're getting into some good stuff here. Some real proper random stuff. I really like that. I don't even know if I've got nifty lifty. I feel like I should have nifty lifty. I definitely have it for the Curry's version of it. You know, that kind of, as I said before, that one that was kind of produced. Did they produce them in the actual Curry's? Because well, to be fair, I was kind of a little bit, you know, our shopping things were, if we had a Dixon's and we had a Woolworths. And we didn't really have. I don't remember ever having a Curry's. And if there was a Curry's in my town, I do apologise. But I don't remember a Curry's. So I don't think there was a Curry's. So, but it was definitely a Curry's that did this to you. I'm trying to see it. See if I can see it across the room. I can't see it at the moment. That's a shame. Project F. Ooh, no idea. Wonder what Project F is. Project F with a loading screen. Here we go. This is the loading screen for it. It's exciting. Project Future. Oh, is this a Mastertronic game? Space Cadet Farley. No, it's not. It's a It's Micromania. By Dominic Wood in 1985. Okay. I like the graphics thus far. I like the kind of creature, the kind of weird sort of thing. I feel like I should know this one. I don't think I do though, which is the really sad part about it. I do like this loading screen though. I do like the kind of thing. It's like, do you know what? It's almost like he's playing a spaceship version of a C5, isn't it? Where he's got kind of, except he should have the handlebars under his seat. I don't suppose he could do really, or could he? I think his arms are almost longer than his legs. It's very crunched up in there. It's hunched up in his thing. Micromania. Nope, not heard. I feel. Oh, I feel like I should know this one. I don't even know if I've played it previously. It just feels like I should have done. Feels like a game I should have played before. Quite looking forward to it though. We're getting, as I say, we're much, touch wood and all that, we're getting on a lot better now with these things. We're managing a lot better with this thing. We had a bit of a rough start there. I do apologise for that, but we've got ourselves going. We've definitely got ourselves going. I'm kind of the issue I've got at the moment though is I think I'm gonna have to dig through my other box, but I've got two great big green boxes. They're these sort of green boxes of tapes, and imagine sort of they can hold about, I don't know, maybe 200 tapes or something similar each. So I've got all these tapes, but I'm now down to I think I'm down to the 15-minute one. So we might have to have several 15-minute ones. So I think I am. I think I've got another 90-minute Sony one. I've got a couple of TKD ones that I have, and I think I've got an odd couple of ones in the second box, but the second box has a mixture of cover tapes as well, so we're kind of doing that. I did say that at some point we would start on a cover tape saga sort of thing, and maybe try and do one per month that's relevant. Probably Crash, actually, is the way to go with that. So Crash is probably the one to do that with, because I'm writing it down. I'm actually writing it down, so remind me to do that. Because Crash seems to be the way to go with that, I think, because they're very much named and numbered. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go digging around to try and find the names and numbers for the Your Sinclair and Sinclair User. But I definitely know the Crash ones because, as I say, apart from when you get into when they start getting really late in the day in the Spectrum and they start naming them or things like that. So I could probably get to do one of them one per month. That would be quite nice, I think. It's just a sort of an aside, just a cover tape for that month. If I can find the earliest tapes, I'll see what I've got. I should have quite a few. I bought a big batch of them from a few places, and just like really cheap. You know, you can buy like 20 of them for like a tenner or something like that. So they're not expensive, to be honest with you, because there was lots of them made. There was just lots and lots of them made. Oh, it's still loading. Cadet Farley, sir. Yeah, so lots of them made. So we'll have to give them a whirl at some point. I've got bizarre cupboards full of bits and pieces that I need to look at. I've also got some of those Enigma tapes and those 1648s. I've never, and do you know what? They never came this far north. As far as I'm aware, they didn't come this far north. I don't remember many people with those 1648 tapes. They seem to very much a southern thing, and it's all about density of population, I guess. The more people around about, the more likely you are to see some of these weird and wonderful things. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to oh, this is where I discovered this is a game that I really like the look of. I'm already loving the graphics. They look really good. What's the keys? I don't know what the keys are, but it does look good. What are the keys? Should we just try it? Push start and see what happens. 4. There we go. It's not like a big spaceship, look. There's his little spaceship going across. And there I am. Oh, look at that. It's a cool little character. Complete your mission. Oh, no. I got killed. Uh-oh. Alright, that's shoot. What's jump? Is it A and Z? Alright, okay. Alright, okay, I can move around. Cool. That's cool. So what's my mission? Destruct codes. I've got to blow up the place, I'm guessing. They pretty much home in on you straight away. They're nasty. They really are nasty. They're pretty harsh. They come straight at you. And there's no forgiveness in them at all. None at all. So I noticed the sort of like little R2-D2s as well going on there, though, isn't there? Some sort of little R2 kind of characters going on. You notice that? Some sort of Star Wars-esque things going on. So we've land our big spacecraft in the ship, and then we got a maze to sort out. Look, that's a version of me. There's some other aliens. Oh, what's that? Have I got a new weapon? Possibly. Okay. I'm going... Oh, damn. I have not played Project Future before. This is not a game I've played before. Oh, I've got shield. Yeah, that's handy. I like that. I wonder if I'm meant to do something with those things that are sort of like bright red and whatever else it is. There's something that looks interesting. Oh, I'm now unsafe again. Improved weapon. Gotta get destruct codes, I guess, for this thing. This is kind of cool. I've probably seen this a few times. It'll be one of them games I'll have seen a few times and not taken the appropriate interest in it. Once they come alive, that's really annoying because they kind of beam in. And once they become alive, they block your way while they're beaming in, and then there's the destruct button, just like a maze. So I've got to find my way to that destruct button there. Right. I've got to go this way. So it's not... Oh, damn! Let's go this way, quickly. That's down that way. Would have been the way, I think. Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I like the graphics. I like the guy on it. That's kind of cool, actually. No, that looks interesting. That one definitely has some replayability. That one. I must dig and see if I've got it, but I don't think I do. I don't think I've got that one. Dominic Wood, Micromania, Future Project. Cool. Excellent. Right, let's get the old tape going, and let's get the load going, and we'll give it the next one a load, and we'll see what we've got. So we're well and truly over the halfway point now. Well, I say well and truly. We're probably at 2/3 of the way through the tape. So we'll hopefully got something else good. So this has been actually... I like it when they're like this. We've got Chip Fact. Ooh. Okay. Don't know what this is. Chip Factory Technical... Featuring Technical Ted. Is this Technical Ted? Time to load. T-minus... Oh my goodness, look at that. What a loading... There's some weird loaders going on here. There's some that I've never seen before. Is that Technical Ted? I don't think I've played... Have I played Technical Ted? This is the thing. I thought I hadn't played Mutant Monty the other day, and I had played Mutant Monty on the Vega, but I hadn't realised it was Mutant Monty. But it was a long time ago since I played it. And I say a long time. It was about a year or so ago. I do need to return to the Vega, and I know it's the whole Vega Plus thing has left a sour taste in everybody's mouth. But we were all quite excited about the original Vega, and that did actually happen. And then all the crap happened that attached to it, and I don't want to get into that particularly. But we were all quite excited about it. And I haven't finished it. The problem in the sense of trying all 1,000 games. I'm up to the text adventures and text adventures on the Vegas keyboard stroke pad thing. Are extremely difficult. It's just so annoying. I mean, I feel like I should just do a pro, just to finish it off, because I did do every game that was on the C64 Mini and all. I haven't done the Maxi because there's a few additional games and some that have been removed and some have been added. Actually, I think they removed some of the better games as well, which is really a shame, to be honest with you. But I got a comment the other day though on Dynamite Dan 2 from the original, the guy who basically converted it to the Amstrad CPC, and he was it was very nice of him actually. He said it was great times back then when he was a programmer, and he said he used to go out drinking with the Codemasters boys, and get stoned with Jeff Minter. And Jeff Minter's basically done a number of games on the C64 Mini and whatever else. It's quite a few of his things, and kind of explains why you've got so many llama related things when that's what this guy's resounding memory of Jeff Minter was. So I kind of get that. That's probably why we've got such weird and wonderful games. No wonder he came up with some of them, to be honest with you. Anything with a camel running through it, just weird. Anyway, but, this one's... I don't know if this is actually what they called Technical Ted, or whether it was called the Chip Factory featuring Technical Ted. I don't know whether the game was actually ended up being called Technical Ted, this one. Not really sure, to be honest with you. Time to load, T-minus, and it counts down in seconds, I think. It's like a horse race, except for the fact you wouldn't want to bet on the 2 magenta ones because they're just going at snail's pace. It's the white one in the centre that's just absolutely flying. Look at him go. Lap's point of view, he's well and truly done it. It's power walking. I'm more like the one in the middle, the magenta one that's going nice and slow. That's my power walking. The white one's actually lapped him twice in the time it's taken him to walk across the screen. And yes, he's going to lap him again. Here we go. So there we go. 1. Oh, his second way back. He's not quite lapping him fast enough. He's there though. He's definitely there. He's definitely catching him up all the time. It's pretty fast. I did enjoy Nifty Lifty though. That was quite fun. It was good. Nice to play that one again. I also enjoyed. To be fair, I've enjoyed all of those games thus far. That last one was interesting. That Project Future. Gosh, that was so good. I bet that's a good one to map, to be honest with you. Especially if you want to find your way in and out fast. Nowadays we have all mini-maps, don't we? That's our thing. We've all got mini-maps. Micro users. H for instructions. Do 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 do. H for instructions, please. Q W. Oh my god. What's jump bottom row? Oh, Q. Yeah, OP will work. OP works. Enter to jump. Tune on and off. Enter to start the game. Yeah. Oh wow. So is this technical Ted then? Oh. Right. Okay. Factory gates. So I guess I'm going to go this way. So it's a bit. It's got a bit of a stink of Jet Set Willy on it. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Oh damn! Apart from the fact I'm rubbish at it. I wonder what. Hang on, where's my lives? I've got no lives. Ah! Pixel perfect jumping. Oh, how I have missed you, pixel perfect jumping. Nope. Right, I'm going to try and jump this thing. Oh, yeah. I'm going to try and jump this and get in here. He says try and jump it and walks right into it several times. Okay. I am confused. I can't even get out of the first room. Oh, hang on. We've made it to out of the first room. Oh, we're in the next room. Boardroom. There's a guy with big ears going up and down. Look at him. I wasn't kidding when I said, by the way, that it's seriously Jet Set Willy, isn't it? Oh, that's nasty. Hang on, Sarge, you jumped that gap. There. You can't jump anything! No blooming thing jumps! That kills you as well. Everything kills you! Wow. I'm trying to get a bit further on. Everything's just murdering me. Can I walk through that? No. Of course I can't. So how do I get past this? So I wait for it to go up there. And then... Way! Finally jumped something. Well, like that plant there. That's a nice little animation there. The plant opening and shutting. Finally managed to jump something. Oh, I can't. Those hooks kill you. Wow. Right. So, which way do I go? Must be able to fall off here. Yeah, there we go. Can fall off there. The photocopier. And I'm an idiot. I fell off. Can I collect these? No, they kill you as well. Everything kills you. It's a rule of thumb. It's gonna murder you. There's an on and off button there. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, at least you've got infinite lives, but it seems to be the time that's the factor here. My goodness. Oh, hang on. I managed to get past. Sugar! Yeah! So hard! Out the screen! Silicon slice storage. Cool. It says red tape at the top there. Should we see if we can get some red tape? Oh, hey, I might actually get some red tape. And there's something there. Oh my god, the canteen. Oh, I like it. I quite like it. It's alright. But is this the game that people used to call Technical Ted, though? This is what my question really is. Is this Technical Ted, and it's not City whatever it was called? Because maybe Technical Ted was a better name for it? Well, it's alright, actually. It's not bad. It's tough. If you don't like these kind of games, though, you're not going to like this one. If you don't like sort of Jet Set Willy and things like that, you're not going to like this one. But there seems to be something you have to activate. So, I get it. So, basically, you get the knife and fork over there, and then you go and eat the food over there. So to clear the room, I guess. Yeah, that would stand to reason, I guess. So, in theory, if I go over here, and then I jump on there, I've now got that one. In theory, I can go over here. If I can jump over here, I can finish the room by eating the food here. And that, I think, is the room clear. Or is that a task complete? No, it's not complete. And I've been given the boot. You'd think that eating the food would complete the task. What did the instructions say? Nothing. Oh well, fair enough. Yeah, do you know? I don't dislike it. I think it needs a little bit more. I need a little bit more instruction, to be honest with you. That's quite interesting, that one. So technical. I think that's Technical Ted. I think that's really what it is, not whatever else it is. No, that's really good. Definitely don't have that in my collection. It's a game I've been trying to get hold of as well to add to my thing. To be fair, there's so many Spectrum games out there. If you owned them all, first off, you'd be in the Guinness Book of Records. And second off, there's a lot of games out there. There's a load of Spectrum games out there. It's another one that I kind of fancy, to be honest with you. Along with that future project, I'm gonna have to try and get a few of these. As I say, I've tried a new supplier recently, and I've ordered from him. So I'm looking forward to see what he comes back with. A few of the Facebook groups at the moment, and just during the current time, are sort of closed to sales, which I kind of get. Makes sense, doesn't it? You don't want to be upsetting anybody or putting anybody at risk by doing certain sales at this moment in time. There we go. Oh, Spy Hunter. Right, that's completely confusing, because this tape was meant to have Spy Hunter on it first, and now it's got Spy Hunter in it now. Now, note to self, remind me when I get here, when it loads, don't use P as the left and right, as the right key. If I use the P as the right key, it's not going to work, because P is the pause key. And every time I do this, it goes badly wrong, and the game kind of stops working, and we basically have a terrible time, and I never get to play it. So P is the pause key, so I must choose different controls, a different control set than I would normally use. So we'll give that a try when we do it. Isn't that amazing, though? You can redefine the keys, but it doesn't go, oh, P is pause. Never tells you the P is pause. But this, it's doing that, which is crap. Oh, after all these you've gone so well, and then you just go and do that. Come on then, let's stop that and let's see if we can find it on PlayZX. Let's go for that. After all those lovely loads, and we get that. Can't believe it. I don't know how long you've been with me now. I think we're almost at the 3-hour mark again. So congratulations, well done, and I'm so pleased you've stuck with me. All right, and I'm going to mention everybody who's commented on the last one in this video. So you can all have a quick mention. So let's see if I can find Spy Hunter. Spy Hunter, original US gold release. That will do nicely. Let's do load. Dip. And let's hit that button. Let's hit that load. Nice solid signal. Nice. Spy Hunter. Could have been the re-release, actually, the one I was looking at there, because what I was going to say is that the Spy wasn't the Spy Hunter in lowercase in the other one. I think it was, wasn't it? It's all these fast loaders. Now this is an arcade game. It's based on the arcade game of the same name. I never, ever played the arcade game. I know that they made other Spy Hunter games. I've got a DS version of it. I've got Spy Hunter 2, I think, on the DS. It's not particularly good. It actually sits you in the cards that have top down. Kind of do the whole thing, and it's not the best version of this. I got sent a copy of this though by my I'm sure it was actually by my lovely friend Daryl. He sent me a copy of this, so thank you, Daryl. But the re-releases are not brilliant. Spectrum's good version though. I always liked the Spectrum version. It was one of those games. It's one of those games I used to come back to. There's a few real Spectrum games I used to come back to. You used to go back to if you were playing them. I would play things sort of sort of regularly go back to particular things. One big one being Chaos, because that was just the replayability on Chaos is just immense. You can just over and over and over again. But to be fair, when we talk about modern day things and we talk about things like this, see, this is the thing. Here's an interesting idea as well. Go with retro kind of stuff. Technically, Championship Football Manager, which is Championship Manager, which is what I used to like to play, which later became Football Manager, and I think Sega bought the company Donmark, wasn't it? Or Donmark, maybe Donmark. Anyway, later took them over and they changed it to Football Manager. But Championship Manager was their thing, and that was 1993. And the first one was 93 that they did. It was really good, actually, to be fair. And I'm not a big football fan, but I like stats, if that makes sense. So I like the stats that go with the game, and then the stats that are involved with the game, and the stats that wherever else is. So I kind of like that. That's why I can play football management games and not actually worry about it, because I like reading the stats rather than I like reading the football, if that makes sense. If it actually had graphics on the screen for anything, I think I wouldn't be as excited by it. To be fair, this probably started, and I can blame that. Is it Kevin Toms? Kevin Toms is basically responsible for this, because Kevin Toms created Football Manager, didn't he? Which had stats in it, and you could edit your own stats. In fairness, which was quite nice. And he had a little football management game that was there. It still exists. He still does it to this day. He's actually made a mobile version of it, so you can still play the same sort of thing. I think it's even the graphics are very similar to the original version. So yeah, Kevin Toms was the man for that back in the day. Right, okay. No instructions there appeared on the screen. Let's see. If I press 1 for keyboard, will it let me define them? No, it won't. But I think it does when you do that. That's the correct. Don't use P because it's pause. Right, so left I, right O, up, down, fire, space. Are you happy? Yes. Right, I'm a novice. N. And this hopefully will play it fine. Yes, it does. Oh, bombs. You idiot. Spacebar. Spacebar is the bloomin' pause button. How do I unpause it? Why does it do that? Why does it let me do that? You're just so annoying, isn't it? You can't even unpause it because it's the pause is the fire. There. Right, can I crash enough to cause myself to be able to restart? There we go. So space, no space. No space, no P. Yeah, we'll crash ourselves enough till the time runs out. I think the time has to run out for us to crash ourselves. So anyway, we'll fly along the road for the minute. It's kind of one of these games, you must have created one yourself, where the road changes as you go along, you know, and pushes left and right. What you do is you would. I'm not going to press the space though, because I've got that. There's our big vehicle that helps us along. I don't want to get in it. Go on, get out of the way. And you fly along the road, and then you shoot bad guys as you go along, and I think you just make it to the end, basically. I don't think there's anything more to it. Now, that would be a missile truck that I've just missed there. And then you can also go on sea as well, because you can also go, you can make the bicyclists go that way. That guy kills you if he touches you, like that, swings you out all over the road. But you'd normally use your machine guns, but I can't use machine guns because I've put on the pause, space bar. But we'll try and get this to restart, and I'll see if I can change the keys, because I know you can change the keys again. I'm sure you can. There's a little van, drops you off. We'll go try and go down here. Oh, it's not going to let me, because you'd hit that and you go into the water, and then you drive along in the water. It's kind of cool. I was hoping to do the water there. Yeah, see, there's bad guys there, and you try and crash them into things for points. Was there an end to it? I don't remember an end to it. I always remember just sort of flying along the road. It's real just to test the skill in your car. You've got to go to the left. Oh, damn it. Yeah, the bridge is out, you see. You'd have to go down the water. It would force you to go down the water. Oh, no, maybe there is an end. This is the boss car here now. There's a little pink car up here at the bottom there. Is that the boss? I don't know. Oh. Game over. There we go. That's fair enough. At least I can possibly do the keys again. I hope. Game over. I can't get out. I can't get out. Every time. One of these days, I'm gonna have to put a list. Spy Hunter. Don't use spacebar. Don't use P. It just. Oh, Spy Hunter. Why? Right. Okay. Let's see what else is on this tape. Let's go for it. We're almost there. Thank you for sticking with me. I'll push the button on that. Reset the spectrum. That's Spy Hunter there. Just checking the sound there. See whether Spy Hunter's on it. Let's go for it. Right, okay. That's Spy Hunter. Every time with Spy Hunter. Here we go. Right, so I'll do an extras tape this week. Oh, Kong 2. I talked about that before, wasn't I? An extras this week. We'll pick up on Hypersports and Gryzor, I think, in that one. We'll do a little extra. Pick those two up that are there. I'm just bracing myself, by the way. I'm watching the screen. Hoping it's going to load. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Please, please, please load. Yeah. It's loading. It's gonna load. It's gonna be a good one. We'll see if they squeezed anything else on. I think this is the one. Yeah, that's it. Kong Strikes Back. This is Kong 2. I did like this one. I did enjoy this one when I played it previously. I remember rightly. Do I remember the instructions to it? No, I don't remember exactly what you meant to do on it. There's something you have to do on it. I think you just have to get around the track, don't you? And get into the other end. I think that's the aim of the game. I think. Either way, I quite liked it. I remember liking it. I can't remember anything about it now, which is a real shame because, as I say, I did like it, and it was one of those. It's not Mario though, is it? Because it's not Nintendo sponsored at this point. So it's actually Kong Strikes Back, which I think was Kong their kind of. I guess once they lost the licensing from Nintendo, did Ocean use Kong as their kind of replacement? I don't suppose Nintendo owned Kong. I wonder who owned Kong. Just wondering which movie house effectively had the original IP for it. There'll be somebody out there. I've just noticed though, underneath the the Ferris wheel there seems to be somebody with their arms outstretched, going over the top. I'm guessing they're going woo as they go over the top. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, Kong Strikes Back. I'm pleased to try this one again. I'll remember the moment it loads exactly what it's about. I can't even remember. I can't believe I can't remember what it is, considering I literally played it not that long ago. So weird. Very weird indeed, not remembering. Oh! Don't do that! Kong Strikes Back is definitely going in. We're definitely doing Kong Strikes Back. Hang on a second, we'll get there. We'll get the PlayZX at it, and we'll hit it with the PlayZX. Kong Strikes Back. Okay, Kong. Kong, here we go. Kong. Oh, I don't know if we got... Oh, yeah, Kong 2, Kong Strikes Back. Ocean Software. Let's go for it. Loaded it. Press the play button. Let's hit the done button. And let's push the play button. Here we go. It's not quick. It's quite a quick loader by the looks of things. It's probably one of the speed loaders, though. That's what it is. Kong 2. Kong Strikes Back. As I say, I'm pleased to get into this one because I remember liking it, but I can't remember anything about it, which is worse. And I'm sure it's got something to do with roller coasters and going round roller coasters until from one side to the other and getting up and down on the whole thing. That's what I remember. There we go. It's definitely some kind of speed loader of some sort. It's quite short according to PlayZX there. And if you haven't seen this app already and you're new to the channel and new to the series, please go back and have a little look at the other episodes because there's lots of it. There's tons of it. This would be the 61st episode, the actual official seasons, not including the extra stuff, which there's quite a few of as well. So we got a few of those as well. But there's plenty of episodes to watch there. The very first ones are quite short because literally I just took tapes in to see whether they work, and I don't even bother to attempt to once I know what they are to load them. So those are the early days. If you actually go back and look at them, they're quite funny really, because there's literally one where I throw the tape away. It's sort of chuck it. There's nothing on there. I can't get to it. I can't get to load. And although they were fun, these are much more fun where we actually have a little look and we'll hopefully get some weird and wonderful stuff like we've just got here, which is great. So I'm going to put off to side though next week. So there's definitely another Sony tape. This is where I discovered the Sony tape that I'm playing right now is not the Sony tape that we're playing for next week, if that makes sense. The one that's this list on the front here, I don't think it is the case though, because this is a purple tape, the other one's grey. So I can't see why it would be the case. But yeah, anyway, we're going to give this we've given this a good whirl anyway today. We've certainly perked up towards the end and sort of driven towards some good stuff actually. Some really interesting things there that I haven't seen before. I like some of the graphics as well. Some of the graphics are really good. It's really nice to see. And I even got to the second level of Donkey Kong. I mean, that's quite impressive for me. But I really quite like the look of that future project. It was a nice look to the whole thing. The graphics were nice, and it was well designed, and it just looked really interesting. So and Technical Ted there, I'm quite drawn by that. But again, you see, I was quite a Jet Set Willy person. I like Jet Set Willy and Manic Miner, and I still love Manic Miner to this day. I do, and it keeps on cropping up and it keeps on appearing, and as I say, it's really interesting to see what people actually do have and don't have. This doesn't half look like I say this every time. I'm sure it doesn't half look like Chucky Egg in the style of the screen. If you've ever played Chucky Egg 1, it's almost identical with the way that it's running across the bottom of the screen. I don't know if it's the same creators, but that whole score table and that bit on the side, it looks really good though. It makes a lot of sense. Let's do art redefine. Okay, we'll do up, down, left, right, throw bomb, hold, which is H. Sound on and off, which will make S. Right, S to start. Ready? Yes. Okay, I can't remember what we're going to do, but oh, that's right. Climb up the ladder. You just basically have to make it all the way round the thing to the girl at the top, and you get little ladders to climb up and down, and you throw a bomb and it goes the other way. So what if we do that, this little thing goes round. Yeah, you're definitely there. There's like, and it is definitely, there's Kong kind of in there, but he looks more like a crocodile on the side of the screen, if you ask me. So get that heart. I thought I'd thrown a bomb there, so he's going that way. And we're going this way. Let's see if I can get up here quickly before this thing comes round. Bonus is coming on nicely. And there's the roller coaster bits are going round. And we get up here. And if I can get up here. There you go. First level complete. I quite like this one, actually. It wasn't a bad game at all. I remember playing this last time round and being quite impressed by it. You just got to be careful of where your sort of your body faces within the game, because of the fact that you can get knocked in different places. So get the bonuses, because anywhere that your body's exposed, it can be knocked. So if I climb up the ladder, you see how I'm half in the track of the above. You can get hit from above, basically. Slide down there. I'll stand up here. I've thrown that bomb. Got a few bombs. Okay. And it just blows up the thing. And you got to, as I say, you got to be sort of aware of you're spatially aware of where you are within the track. Oh. Okay, I'm getting there. And here she goes. I did quite like this one. Something about it, it's just the simplicity of it. It really kind of gets to me about how good it is. It's really quite a cracking game. It's an ocean game. I think it was only a single duel thing at the end of the day. It wasn't anything more exciting than that. But well, I say it wasn't exciting. It would have been a full price game at the time. Let's see if I can get to this one, because I'd like to see if I can get this bonus here. There we go. Now he's coming. I'm going to climb up here to avoid this one. I think I'm going to run out of space here, because look, he's this one. You see where he is now? This one here. I don't think I can. I can avoid this. So I'll have to throw a bomb at him there. And there. It's the only way of getting past that, I think. Realistically. Damn. I'm out of bombs, I think. Right, okay, I can probably climb up here. Yeah, I can. Let's go fast. See if I can get down here and then get to this one. Yep, I can. So now I'm going to have to wait for these, because I've run out of bombs. So I have to wait for these cars to go past before I can get up there to the next level. Hopefully I can do that, though. I'm quite hopeful that this is the case. Quite like this one, as I say. Quite like Kong Strikes Back. I don't think I wouldn't. Ow! Lost life. Lost life there. And we're there. Got her again. We've got to rescue her from a roller coaster. Clearly she's in big trouble on the roller coaster. There's Kong himself, look. There he is. He's on the roller coaster. So we'll go this way. Now, I haven't got any bombs, I don't think, left. So we're in trouble that way. Bonus! Oh, I spelt bonus. Got enough letters for bonus. Quick! Oh, no. You're not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. I've not got to this level before. I managed to get so far last time round, but I didn't get to that level. I don't know how many of these you have to collect, though, to get to what's known as a bonus. Ouch. I think I used my life there. There's another one of those. Got another bonus coming. Let's get over here. There they are. Quick. Ah, I lost life there. She's there, though. I'm so close to being the final one. Let's get him. Yes! Finally rescued her. Got right to her. Got past Kong. Are we back to the first level now? Oh, look, there's some custard balls going the other way now. I'm glad that the lives only just disappear from you, but you don't lose them. There's some ZX Spectrums there, look. It's a shame you can't collect any more bombs, though. This is really annoying. Oh, no, I can. Oh, damn, I didn't realise I got more bombs. ZX Spectrum. I'm going to assume it's a Spectrum anyway. I don't know why I got more bombs or how I got more bombs there. Oh. Come on then. Get this one to go past me. And then we're going to get on to the next bit. It's a good game. I really like this one. Now that I've got the hang of it and understand how it works, it's quite good actually. Quite very enjoyable to play. Sometimes gameplay is just a major factor in it. I've forgotten all about it, but it's obviously the same levels looping now with a few additional things on it, and that's me finally over. That's me dead. But that's really cool. That let's put that let's put my name in. I'll have some full. Can I have some full stops as well? No, I can't have any full stops. Boo. Right, okay, carry on. Let's finish off the tape. Let's finish this thing off. Let's do it. Let's go and do it. Let's finish it all off. We're so close to the end now. We're absolutely on the way to the final furlong. Final furlong. I'll put a little bit. I'll bang a little bit of scrolling text towards the end of those people who are sort of contributed last week and were involved in the chat. So let's go for it. That went straight into some data. Maybe a little bit more? Or was that it? Oh, hang on. Last second. Cauldron! We're finishing on a particularly tough one. And it's not working. That's a bad start. Right, stop that again. Let's play PlayZX in. That has to be the last on the tape, considering the amount of tape there. So this will be it. This is it, Cauldron. Our very last thing on the tape, because there's not much tape left at all. So I'd be surprised if it even fitted, if I'm honest. There's less than a few minutes left. So on the tape, Cauldron. 4 minutes and whatever else it is. This will be spot on with what it is. So let's do Cauldron. Let's load Cauldron. You ready? Let's go for it. So Cauldron is basically a story of a witch, and I'm not entirely sure what she's trying to collect. I can't ever remember those. I think some ingredients. I think it's on Halloween night. It's quite a good game to play that particular day as well. It's quite a nice game. The second one I think is a little bit harder, but the first one's kind of graphically it looks really nice. It's really good. Playing it though is a completely different thing. It's really quite tough. I've never been particularly good at it. It's one of those games that it's one that I want to visit on a few other systems to see what they look like. To be honest with you, see if they're because visually it's quite stunning on the Spectrum, and I think that the Amstrad is another version, which apparently looks really really good, well worth looking at. So, yeah, definitely worth looking at. Do love that loading screen. It just looks like the cover itself. It looks the whole. There isn't actually an awful lot inside there. It's like a spell in it, if that makes sense. It came with the Evil Dead as well, which is kind of interesting. Which is based on the movie of the same name, not the new modern remake, the original one back in the 80s. And it's based on that, and it's weird because it's very incomplete. It doesn't really do an awful lot. I've played it on my channel. It really is kind of weird that it doesn't do an awful lot, because the Evil Dead's a classic, the Evil Dead with Bruce Campbell, and I know there's a TV series where he really kind of spoofs his own spoof, if that makes sense, because I think Evil Dead itself was almost a joke in itself, and it was intentional. It was very self-aware. I love it when things are self-aware. So it was very very self-aware. It's the difference for me between Grand Theft Auto and the Saints Row franchise. I much prefer the Saints Row franchise over Grand Theft Auto. I know that's kind of almost sacrilege, because Grand Theft Auto is the daddy of them all. Yeah, but it's not as self-aware as the Saints Row thing. The Saints Row thing is incredibly self-aware. It knows what it is, and it plays to the ridiculousness of being a gang leader and whatever else it is. It doesn't try to be smart or clever and witty, if that makes sense. It is smart and clever and witty because it knows it's smart, clever and witty, if that makes sense. But yeah, I much prefer those. I've been really getting back into those actually. They were on GOG for I think it was £3 I paid for Saints Row 3. I think I paid £1 for Saints Row 4, which isn't very good by the way in comparison. And Get Out of Hell, which is the other one, which is sort of like a couple of quid as well. I was delighted with those. It was a good purchase. I'm not really Grand Theft Auto 5 I really like, but I don't like, if that makes sense. I can't. It never quite struck me. Neither before. To be fair, none of them have. I know. You want to all nail me to a cross, but to be honest with you, the reason they didn't strike me more than anything else is that I kind of there was one. It was one of these things. It's a kind of a meme type thing that I saw once, and it's just, the sense of freedom is paralysing. Yeah, and I think that was one of the things. That and the fact that checkpoints and the actual missions were very, very long, far between. And for me, Rockstar games, I've only ever finished. Red Dead Redemption. I finished Red Dead Redemption, the main storyline. I finished that. I didn't finish all the side quests. I put my back into it to finish it because I wanted to finish it, and I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, I really did enjoy that one. I really did enjoy Red Dead Redemption, but that was the only one that I've put my back into. I do love Vice City because it's sort of Miami, it's Ferraris, it's not. It's Vice City, but it's that kind of thing. It's that 80s thing. It's Scarface. It's that kind of style, And realistically, once you've opened up certain parts of the game, that's where I stopped. I literally stopped once you open. There's a bridge that stops you getting to half the islands, basically, and it only opens after you do certain missions. So I used to just do it till I got to the certain missions. I opened up a great big mansion, which is basically the whole Tony. What's he called? Tony from Scarface. Tony. I should know what this is. I should really know what that is. But basically you open up his mansion, and once you've got the mansion, you can have any car you like kind of thing, and then you can travel over to the other side. And then you just spend the whole time listening to 80s tunes on the radio, bombing around the city. That's it. And doing whatever the hell you want in that sense of things. That kind of okay with me. I never finished it, though, because I just wasn't interested beyond opening up that bit of sea. Once you got to Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5, where you can play with your friends and all that. Again, not mightily impressed or necessarily involved in it. So I just like fun. I think that's what it is. And I think Vice City for me was a fun Grand Theft Auto. Right, keys. CS to V. Right, okay. I'll try and work this out when we get into it. So there she is. She needs to get some ingredients to do her magic thing. So that's up. That's up, down. Oh god. Keys are horrible. Is it cap shift? Oh god. Right, keys are awful. Yeah, the keys are all on one line. It's one of those ones. So, beautiful graphics. Looks good. There she is with her magic. And we've got the key down there, so we'll come down here and we'll land. And we'll go that way to collect it. There we go. And we got a key. I'm not sure where we're meant to go. And we get to the landing pad and we can take off. There we go, and off we go. And as I say, I'm not... Dead. Run out of magic. Once you run out of magic, that's it, you're dead. It's one of these games that I really feel I should practice more with or play with more, but I never do, and then I really regret it because it's one of those games that I'd like to spend more time with. Oh, can't fly there. Can I open the door there though? Please, would that be nice? That would be nice. Can we go there and we can open the door? If I go over here and press the fire button, can we open the door? Nope, we can't open the fire door there because it looks like a green door to me. Maybe I need to find a pink door. Cyan door. Not cyan door. Magenta door. Magenta. Good old Sinclair Spectrum taught me all about colours. Cyan. for the blue, magenta for the pink. Yeah. Ah, there we go. That's a key for a cyan door. Let's go have a little. Let's go over here, romp over here, and get this. Can't fire when you're on the ground, which is really annoying. I've got another key, so I can open a cyan door. So I need green door for a green key. We'll go for that when we get it. Alright, go, go, go. Got plenty of hags anyway. Love the way the lives are hags. Okay, so we're going this way. Right. Got to shoot a bit. There we go, that's a door we can open. So as I say, we've got to get these ingredients to cast some kind of horrible spell on people. There we go, door's open because I got cyan key. Right. That's jump. Right, okay. Ah! I wonder if I can do the old... Nope, can't walk onto it. I'm trying to get that... I'm obviously trying to get that chest thing. Ah! I gotta walk with it! Damn. Oh, fell too far. Oh, you horrible game. Ah! Now I remember. Ah! You failed your quest. Another day and reach the Pumpkin King's deadly room. And win thyself the golden broom. Oh, thy quest has failed. Do not dismay, though may succeed another thou may succeed another day to reach the Pumpkin King's deadly room and win thyself a golden broom. So that's what we're trying to do, basically doing all the things to get to the Pumpkin King. Oh, fair enough. Right, okay, that is the end of the tape. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching now. Bye bye now.